Good morning, everybody. It is a Victory Monday. Happy Monday. We win again. The Miami Dolphins beat the New England Patriots from a score of who gives a fuck? We won. Sorry, swear jar. I owe Stephen D some swear jar money right now. But anyway, before we get to everything, man, make sure you are downloading Tailgreeter, tailgreeter.com on your current Apple or Android. So we could check out the Baltimore beatdown, the FedEx takeover, and the Philly Finvasion. These are great things. And of course, you have Lime as well. Less is more. Great tickets and events. Hit them up. I tell you what, man. Let me see. Tailgreeter, one of the proud sponsors of Miami Sports Music. And don't forget ZSM Sports. Great memorabilia, one-of-a-kind items. Hit them up. And let me see what else we have here. Yeah, last night was off the chain, man. And I tell you what, I got a couple of more co-hosts with me. This is what I call the Wolfpack takeover, the TFTG invasion. Speaking of invasions, man, let me introduce mi hermano cubano, my proud co-host of the Smoke Lounge. Lewis, what's going on, my brother?
What up? What up? What up? It's a TFTG takeover, baby. Let's go.
Yeah.
What's good, Shake? What's going on?
It's another beautiful day in Zamunda.
Absolutely. Hey, listen, it's great to be on Miami Sports Music.
Hell yeah.
Hopefully Stephen D is doing well with the move, taking care of his family and stuff. And we're gonna hold him down, Shake, for the next couple hours, man. It's gonna be a good time.
Oh man. And of course, the other half of the Currency Connection. You guys love him. And he's a part of the Smoke Lounge. He was at the game himself with his Devontae Parker jersey, telling him how much he misses him.
Absolutely.
My man, Crypto. What's going on?
What's going on, Steven? What's going on? Damn, I said Steven. I'm so used to... What's going on, Shake Buddy? What's going on, Louis?
What's good?
I'm already primed to say come at Steven's neck already. Damn.
Oh man.
What's going on here? I'm still here in Fox, bro. You know, I'm still in enemy territory. I'm trying to make it out of here alive. So, you know, they coming at me, man. Y'all might need to I might have to send up a smoke signal for y'all to come get me. But hey.
Oh shit! I was on the phone with Crypto last night, and he was like, "What? 30 minutes waiting for an Uber driver."
Yes, more than that. It's been like an hour waiting on the Uber driver. Me and about 1,000 more other people sitting in the parking lot, lot 15, waiting on our ride, man.
I guess them Patriot Uber drivers were bitter as you know what, man. I almost said
they was bitter, man. They see a bunch of Dolphins fans standing around trying to get a ride, and they like, I ain't picking these yahoos up.
So, hey, by the way, being that F word is $2.
It's $2. Yep.
Yeah. So instead of paying $2 for this to the swear jar, I'm just gonna comp the session.
Is that Stephen D?
What's going on?
Stephen D.
Here now. You can't be taking over my channel like this, these Fins Tailgate guys, all right? Look.
Somebody time Steven out.
Yeah, somebody's time him out.
Somebody
ready. I can only stay up here a couple minutes. I got my baby girl in the back. Say hello, baby girl.
Uh-oh.
Hello.
Hey.
Hello.
We're enrolling children today into school. So my wife and my son are in there's 2 elementary schools. It's weird. But so they're enrolling my son right now. And we're going.
You're in the blender, bro.
The Mississippi cops got him.
I said you're in the blender.
This is the Mississippi. I'm in the blender down in Mississippi, the internet mob. But I just want to say thank you. I love you guys, and hope you guys have a kick butt show today. Honey, you already hit the swear jar. So did Crypto. So Lewis, keep them on their toes, man. Keep them on their toes with that swear jar, Lewis.
You already know. You already know.
I just want to say last night's win was absolutely amazing. That fourth quarter. I mean, look, in my opinion, the referees were allowing some stuff to happen that they shouldn't allow to happen. But that's the Patriots. So what are you going to do about it, right? So, look, we're 2-0. We're about to come back to Miami and have the first home game. I'm going to tell you right now, that the exception, the Dolphins are one of the top 3 teams in the NFL, and I really believe that. There's so much to like about it. Vic Fangio stepped up yesterday, and look, that special team. But I hope y'all get really into that special teams block field goal, that first one, because just like they said on the podcast, you're going to start seeing that. I mean, I can't stand Belichick, but let's be honest, man. That was so genius to create something new in football like that, and never seen that. So,
yeah, that was crazy. Yeah. I was sitting I was on the first level, Steven, at that time. Me and Dolphins winners. You know where the Patriot tunnel's at? We was facing that tunnel, but we was on the lower level, and then we got a clear view of him coming across, blocking it. Coming across on the side, it was crazy. I was like, "Well, I'll be damned! How in the hell did he just jetted out of nowhere?"
I mean, he came out of the. It was funny. We're watching it, and I see him come from the right of the screen on the television. I'm like, "What? What just happened? Like, did you?" What?
Yeah, that was crazy.
Or he wasn't. He then jumped the line before the snap, whatever it was. But it was.
It takes speed to get there, though. Yeah.
It's speed and timing. And here's the other thing. Just like Collinsworth said in the broadcast last night, every team in the NFL now is going to do that. And I think they have single-handedly changed how field goals are looked at. I don't give Jason Sanders any problem for that first field goal miss because, that would have happened to anybody. But the second one.
Yeah.
No, Steven. I got video footage of him. Like all the mishaps we had in that game, I videotaped it in the practice. They was practicing those like the snaps. I saw Tua and Williams taking snaps on the side. And then I saw Jason Sanders hook one in practice, warming up. In warm-ups, he hooked it. I even sent a snap picture of it, of him hooking one in practice. I was like, oh, shit. We better not happen in the game. And lo and behold, you hooked at some bit. Oops.
Are you doing Spygate stuff, Crypto? That's what you talk about video. Just don't be.
It's CryptoGate. I had some videotapes of the practices. I'm going to be.
Hey, you know what? Crypto's motto is if you can't beat them, join them. I hear you.
By the way, look at this right here. Look at this graphic right here. It's very important.
5-0. 2 is.
There you go.
Last night. You know what was great about last night?
He broke the record.
That Raheem Mostert rushed for 120 plus yards and 2 touchdowns. And Tua did not have to put the game in his hands to throw it a million times the way he did. And we won 2 separate ways. That's the best part about being 2-0. We won differently in week 1 from how we won differently, won in week 2. And that to me is the eye test of a Super Bowl contending team, not just being one-dimensional, being multi-dimensional, being able to do things and overcome adversity. And look, we can all say that the Patriots suck, and they do, but you're still facing Belichick and a decent defense. And, that touchdown last night, I have so many problems with the fourth quarter and the officials last night, but I'm not going to go there. We won the game. I'm not going to be that guy. But I thought it was great, man. I thought it was an awesome win. I was excited about it.
Well, Steven,
tell Batman. Somebody needs to tell Batman. I got a special footage of Eichenberg. Now, he's gonna like it. I'm gonna put a poster of him on his wall. I got special footage of Eichenberg for him, so
What'd
if
you
you
say?
need it,
What'd you
just
say,
hit me up,
Louis?
Batman.
Hey,
What'd you say, Louis?
no, I said what I got you here. Go ahead, Louis.
Yeah. No, go ahead, Shake. Go ahead.
No, I said what I got you here, man. Man, I was at with your homegirl Dolph Freaky last night at the her watch party last night. I tell you what, man. Look, I had the fish. Being that I had it's England, New England. I had the fish and chips. You know what I'm saying?
I like it.
That was delicious, man.
That look good, man. You make me
of
hungry.
course, Dolph. I was with the McRib. That's his name, McRib. He's a cool dude.
I like it.
I met him. I can't remember what his name was. He kind of looked like Deathstroke, but I was with you. I also took a picture with your boy Gorilla Luke.
Oh, look at those two ugly guys, Justin and that Gorilla Man. I tell you, you know, anybody in the anybody.
What mask are you wearing, Shake Money?
I'm wearing a hurricane mask, the ugliest one of all.
Hurricane
And of course I took a picture throwing our fins up with Miss Dolph Freaky herself, man. I tell you what, she is a great host. Last night she walked around, made sure talked to everybody, made sure they were having a good time, and you know what I'm saying. I tell you what, Fort Myers, when we do the watch parties in Fort Myers, if you're in the Fort Myers area, I tell you what, it is a good time. As a matter of fact, I tell you what, look what happened last night when this is after the Mostert touchdown. I try not to sing, but that shit. I mean, I got so hyped. I got so hyped that I you couldn't. You know how you try not to, but you know what I'm saying. But it was such an electric atmosphere last night, man.
It was me on that first touchdown he had. Me and a couple of Dolphins fans in our section was singing that same song, and after that first score,
you know,
it was like, yeah, Betty.
So let me tell you a little bit about my ordeal. So I've yet to have internet in my house yet. So that's a whole ordeal. So I didn't want to watch the game on my phone, and there was just so many. I wasn't going to. There was just so much stuff to do in the house and everything. I couldn't go to Buffalo Wild Wings or something like that to watch the game. So I went to Walmart and bought a TV because we can't find the cord for the TV that I have. Bought a straight new TV just to watch the game last night so that I could watch it, and I screen shared it from my phone to the television so I could watch it on a big screen last night. So we have no real furniture in our house. So I'm in a computer chair with the TV on the ground last night in our living room, doing it. So yeah, that's how I watched the game last night with pizza and wings too. So
sweet
pizza and wings.
So. All right, guys. Over 100 of the people in the building. Hit the like button. Hey, guys, I got to get out of here, but I love you all. Great show, and hey, take over, baby.
Got you, babe.
That's right.
Later, Steven.
TFTG takeover. Later, Steven.
Peace out.
Peace. Hey, by the way, Finn Daddy, he was at the Fort Myers watch party. Yeah, that's what's up, bro. Man. Next time, I'm definitely gonna be at the Buffalo, man. If you see me, say what's up, man. I would love to chop it up with you. I like to chop it up with anybody, but let's welcome a few people here, man. We got Adam Sadowski, first in the building. You know, Adam Sadowski is one of the greats in the community. Love that dude. Raul Porta. Here goes somebody just like crypto, somebody important. My man
Trucker Sean.
What's up, Trucker?
We got Corey Welker. What's going on, man? Good morning, Lou.
Corey, what's up, bro?
We got DDG. What's going on? We have New Breed. What's up? Clemente. What's up, man? Cruz Ruiz. He's gonna be at the Philly invasion, just like my man Crypto is.
What's up, Cruz?
Yep, Crew's gonna be
Omar
there.
Castro, Papa Paul, Vader's daddy, True Brazier, Newfoundland, Miami J Kid. We got a celebrity in the house, Mr. Woobeck. Why do I shout out Woobeck? Cause I can. Check out his channel. It's KOS. I can. I tell you what, if you really want to see the real side of New Zealand and Australia, my man Woobeck will hook you up. I tell you what, and do yourself a favor. Do not watch it when you're hungry because man, that man, he know where all the eating spots are, bro. I made that mistake and watching. I had to pause it. I'm like, okay, I got to get something to eat, man. I'll tell you what, man. He has good taste in food, man.
Mm-hmm.
And he has as a matter of fact, there was an episode, 2 episodes that stick out, and then we'll get back to the Dolphins talk. One in New Zealand, I didn't know Cuba has their own street.
Mm.
Really?
Yeah. But unfortunately, there's a restaurant named after Fidel Castro. So there's a lot of Cubans that will lose their mind if they go there.
God damn.
And the other one, there was a video that this was when he was in Australia. Ramadan. What's the Ramadan where they fast, whatever. They have the street, right? And the dude ate a camel burger, yo. But yo, man, Woobeck is the man, though. He had a camel burger on TV. So hey, man, maybe a camel Crypto. You think a camel burger is something that you might want to try?
I guess I'll try it right along with barbecue horse ankles.
Man.
Yeah, it'd be something else.
You're the man, Woobeck. I'm trying to get like you. I'm trying to get in the boss lane like you, Woobeck. And of course, we got the ambassador to everybody show, man. The chef. What's going on?
Chef Chew.
Mark Norcal, what's going on, brother? How you doing?
What's up, Mark? The Godfather.
Daniel Taylor.
Yeah.
I appreciate everybody for showing up, man.
Victory Monday. 2 down, 15 to go.
Well, I think Steven, he kind of took my thunder. I told you guys backstage, but I'll say it here now. I think he brings up a very good point. Years past, we always talk about this Dolphin team, right? And it's always, well, we got to see them do this. They have to do this. I can't believe until I see this. These are the kind of games, and Steven just said it. Last week, no defense showed up. Running game was non-existent. It was going to have to be on Tua in this offense to score in the high 30s. You've seen them win this game. Mm-hmm. Come to last night, we know what Bill Belichick brings. In my opinion, one of the best defensive mind this game has ever seen. You knew he was going to take away our big playability. You've seen that all game, running 2 and 3 safeties in the back, right? He was trying to slow the game down, make it an ugly kind of win. At the end of the day, Miami adjusts. Give credit to Mike McDaniel. Remember, last year we seen this Dolphin team, when they took the deep stuff away, the intermediate stuff away, Miami had no answer, it seemed like last year. Yesterday, give Coach McDaniel credit. Seen a lot of guys going in motion, a lot of slip screens coming out of the backfield. Tua not trying to be impatient, push the ball downfield. You've seen him taking what the defense was giving them. I just think that you're starting to see something special with this team that no matter whatever kind of game you want to play, right? You want to be a shootout, Miami can play that game. You want to make it muddy like it was yesterday, Miami can win that game. I think we have something special here, fellas. We just got to, again, keep stacking these days. But last night was a game specifically for me, looking at it, that Miami in years past, they would have lost that game, right? And now you're starting to see us overcome and win these kind of games. I'm excited, man.
And to piggyback on that, going into the game.
Papa say you look like Nick Needham. Actually, you look more like a light-skinned Xavier Howard, but that's just me.
Hey, bro, I don't like flashing, but I got a little, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, by the way, Chef, being that you're in the building, do you think that you'll be able to make a camel burger? Let me know if you can. I'll have one. Thank you.
I'll try it. Hey, listen.
And real quick, one last thing, man, real quick, and I'll let you cook. Hey, my man, CB83, I'm looking forward to your film breakdown today. I'm sure it's going to be a good one, man. But go ahead, CB83 in the building. CB83.
Is that CB83. Somebody who makes film?
Yeah, he breaks down film.
I don't know who CB83. That is. I don't know who that is.
Hey,
Yeah,
Green
Doug
Rat,
Smith?
Green Rat, man, I appreciate Green Rat. He's the one who said, I remember I heard Green Rat specifically. He was the first one that said, "Ladies and gentlemen, we have a Tua." And then, of course,
We have a tour.
somebody ripped him off and trademarked it. I can't say who it is, but you know who it is.
That's Cap.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he ripped him off and trademarked it, whatever. But hey, you know that's c'est la vie. But go ahead, Crypto. I'm sorry.
No, to piggyback on some stuff Lewis said about what Stephen D said. I was like, going into the game, I said the keys to win this game is what? Winning a turnover battle. Because we win it last week's game, we didn't win the turnover battle. It was 0-2. We lost it. This week, I was like, this is the kind of game we're going to need to win the turnover battle. And what happened? We won 2-1, the turnover battle. And the difference in the game was that one score because of that turnover battle we won. So, yeah, that was a key. You know, that one differential in the turnovers on that Chubb turnover, you know, that he got when they was driving. And we scored a touchdown off that turnover. So there you go.
Yeah.
There's your margin right there. So yep, we win ugly, we win pretty. We get it, we got it done.
And Daniel brings up a good point. We're 5-0 against the Patriots. Tua's now. I'm gonna bring this up.
He's now at number 1 against them because the previous record was what, 4-0. He was tied with some other quarterbacks.
5-0. The only other quarterback that was 4-0 against him was
was it Russell Wilson?
Elway.
Elway. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wilson had 3 wins against him, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, listen, it was good to see. A lot of the offseason talk was, what running back are we going to get? Who are we trading for? These running backs in the backfield are horrible. They can't get the job done. I mean, listen, Mostert with 18 carries for over $120. You've seen Ahmed. He's elusive when he gets in there. He makes plays. Another sighting of Eric Izakama. I think his role is going to keep getting better during the season. And then we had an A-Chain sighting, right? So it's like, I just think this is kind of what we seen yesterday. This is kind of what I think the Miami Dolphins want to be. And it kind of hurts me because I'm not saying I don't like balance. I just think that with the weapons that we have, we're more explosive than we are balanced. But it was good to see yesterday. Listen, even the running game, 18 carries for Mostert. I think when I did the final number, I think we had like 28
that was enough.
Almost,
that was sufficient enough to stay with
almost
that.
30. Well, Crypto, people need to understand though, those swing passes to A-Chain and Ahmed and Mostert coming out of the backfield, those are extensions of the run. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You don't have to line up in the I formation and just hand the ball off. You can get somebody in motion, give them a running head start, get it to them. Bro, those swing passes to Ahmed early in the game for 4 or 5 yards at a clip.
It's extension of the run.
It's an extension of the run. I just think the game plan was good yesterday. Excited about the win. Listen.
I love this comment right here.
Yeah,
Read the comment.
Level 0 boob.
Oh man, I'm not reading that.
Yeah, that's level.
Interview bums.
Shout out to Noob.
Shout out to Noob.
Is that level 0? Is that who that is?
Hey man, got a bunch of bums hosting the show.
Got a bunch of bums hosting the show. Shout out to level 0. Shout out to
you know what?
Hey, listen. He's mad because we're level 3 noobs.
Right.
Shake, I was about to say, when he wrote that comment, though, that's when Stephen D was up here.
Uh-huh.
He was talking about Stephen D.
Yeah, I think so.
About us.
Yeah, because I think he's behind on the.
Yeah, he's definitely behind. Yeah.
Yep.
But listen,
Trucker Sean in the building.
Trucker Sean, I know Trucker Sean said he was out there.
Yeah, he was.
He said he was going to go out there.
Road Runner with another W.
Road Runner. Bro, check it out. Like, at the end of the day, right? Second week, no Taron Armstead. I thought the offensive line played well. Tua really didn't. I mean, maybe a couple hits here and there. Obviously, he had the one sack. But again, bro, shout out to Kendall Lamb. Shout out to Isaiah Wynn. Shout out to Austin Jackson. And
Great
the
job.
boys, man.
It's up front.
You know, Connor Williams has to maybe do a little bit better with the snapping a little bit. I'm sure we'll get into that. But all in all, Crypto, another strong performance by the offensive line last night.
Oh yeah, and again, I had footage of those guys working out and you're doing their warm ups of Tua and Williams working on the fundamentals, just snapping the football. They was working on it. Hell, even like I said, Jason Sanders was working on his kicks in practice. His special teams coach and assistant coaches over there going over some things with him in practice. They were just trying to work out the smaller things, attention to detail. That's what's going to make us from being a great team to an excellent team.
Crypto, let me ask you this: how was the win in the building yesterday? Was there any wind?
No, it wasn't. It wasn't windy at all. It wasn't that. It wasn't not when I was because in the first half I was in the third level section. I went down the second half, and on the first level it wasn't nothing because I was standing right in the tunnel where the goalpost was at when I was on the first level. So in that instance, no, it wasn't breezy like real high gust wind or nothing like that. It was more like a gentle breeze. It was more like a gentle, cool breeze. From the position where I was sitting on that level. Now it could have been like on the field slightly different, but from the difference from where I was sitting in the upper level to the lower level, I noticed there were a stark temperature difference though, Lewis. I mean, it felt like 20 degrees different from when the third deck. I don't know if it's because of the weather, the way it is up there in Massachusetts, up here. But I'm like, damn, I went downstairs. It was like it's like almost like a heat wave. When I went downstairs, I was like, damn, I'm gonna stay down here. I ain't going back upstairs. But yeah, I noticed the temperature difference, but not necessarily a wind difference.
We got a real TFTG takeover now. All right.
Yeah.
It was 3/4 of the Fins tailgate. Let's welcome Color to the building. What's good, Color?
What's good, Color?
Good morning, gentlemen. I'm in Bizarro world this morning or something. I didn't wake up, man. It's like almost 10 o'clock, and I turn on YouTube to find like this. Like, what is going on here? Where is Stephen D? Who's got him? And what do we need to pay to get him back?
Mm-hmm. No, we're gonna leave. We're gonna leave him. We're gonna leave him where he is, Color. We're taking over today.
Yeah.
It's TFTG. We are taking over.
It was only a matter of time before we rolled up in here and started throwing our weight around.
That's it. That's
it.
Wow, victory Monday, man. I mean, can't say I didn't think we were going to be here, but what a great game last night, man! Just what a great game that finally goes in our favor.
It was so much fun. It was so much fun.
I tell you what, Stephen D temporarily gave me control, so I will be remiss if I didn't shoot the stream link to the crew. So
we're taking over.
Take over.
I appreciate that because me and Ali, we just couldn't get up this morning.
And it's funny. Man. I woke up. All right, and there was like about 5 or 6 people waiting for the show to start.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't blame them, but maybe we should have probably thought about that for the Sunday night games. You know what I mean? Like, got a little late last night, real quick.
Man, it's just good to see the Miami Dolphins season starts right. We know we have 2 road games right off the bat. Going on the West Coast for week 1, it's never easy. You come out of there with an amazing victory. You fly all the way back. You got to go now up north, divisional opponent. We know what Belichick and the New England Patriots are about. Wow. You get out of there with a victory. It's just very impressive what the Miami Dolphins have done the opening 2 weeks of the season, 2 road games. And now, listen, we're coming home 2-0, and I expect Hard Rock Stadium to be electric on Sunday afternoon.
Oh, that's a proper homecoming right there, man.
And by the way, listen, Noob, if you stop making takes, it'll stop being bad take Monday. You know what I'm saying? You're the one who's making all the bad takes, bro. So don't blame us.
Man. Noob is on one today.
I know. We all
Noob is on one.
2 games in a row. It's really tough to sit here and harp on the little things that we made and mistakes we made last night. I'll wait till late Tuesday to start that talk. To be honest
Right.
with you, but
Right.
they're really, I mean,
Yeah, it's plenty. It's
hard fought game. It's
plenty
a
of things to
divisional
improve on.
game. It's, you know, you got Belichick, you got everything involved with Foxborough and Gillette and all that.
Mm-hmm.
And we just
No,
took
but
care
you're
of
in the
business.
chat.
We
You're
just
you're
took
you're
care
in
of
the
business.
hey. You're in the chat section, dumbass, making comments. So that's you.
Whoa.
Level 2, level 2 boob.
Hey, you got I mean, to Color's point though, you know what New England brings, you know what Foxborough brings, and Devontae Parker's hamstrings looked good last night. Devontae Parker, baby, you heard
Stop
that, Crypto?
No,
That's
no,
cap.
actually,
That's cap.
level 2 boob. Actually, you sound like a Bills fan right now with your takes. Actually, you sound like a Jets fan. Actually,
Yep.
Hey, Crypto, you listen.
Uh-oh. See? They turned the lights out on you.
Hey, Crypto, listen. You got to see at the end of the day, you got to see
all
Devontae
salty and
Parker.
shit.
You got Devontae Parker, right? You got to see him balling out, and then you got to see your favorite corner in the league, Xavier Howard, get an interception. Like, it was a win-win for you, Crypto, yesterday. Dolphins won. Devontae Parker balling, Xavier
Oh
Howard
my
balling,
God.
man. Everybody was balling. All your favorites, Crypto, they were
Hey,
all
listen,
balling.
a broken clock is right twice a day.
Hey, listen, noob, stop flirting with
Listen.
me, okay? Listen, I'm taking. Stop flirting with me. You heard this? Listen, if
Damn.
I was wearing a Bills jersey, I'd be playing with his titties. Listen, stop playing with. I'm taking, please. Listen, I appreciate the offer, but no, thank you.
Man, what is going on here?
What's going on with what's going on?
Noob says
Wait a minute.
if he had a jersey, I'll be playing with his breast. But look, I don't
I
do that,
told
man.
you it's Bizarro world this
I
morning.
know.
Man, the show's getting off the rails
What
quick.
is going on?
Man, I'm just you know, it's good
we
banter.
moved to the
Listen,
alternate universe.
I love
GVP and X,
Shake,
they served me up
you gotta
one, Lewis.
show up. Next time you gotta show up with one of those with a goatee on it, like Spock in Bizarro World in the alternate timeline. You know?
Hey,
I love
Lewis.
level 2 noob though.
Hey, Lewis. There's a guy here. He's a Dolphin fan. He's staying in the same hotel. He guess you want to know what he said? He said Gesicki made a good play, but I do like Durham Smythe. What do you think about that?
Hey,
A lot of people in New England, people up here in New England is giving Durham Smythe the love, man. What's going on? What's happening?
I am a man of my word, right? I always stand 10 toes down. Ali and Color asked me after week 1 what was my thoughts. I thought Durham Smythe yesterday, and again, played very well. We have to look at the film, but all in all, catches everything that is thrown to him, right? And then even in the listen, I can't be a hater. Even in the broadcast yesterday, they said, I think it was Chris Collinworth that brought it up.
Mm-hmm.
When he sets the edge in those zone run concept, when he sets the edge, he does a phenomenal job at it. So again, shout out to Durham Smythe, man. Listen, bro, this is what the thing with our fan base they have to learn, right? If you're wrong, you're wrong. So far after 2 weeks, I have been completely wronged about Durham Smythe, and I will sit here every week and bro, I hope I'm wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like I hope.
Well, me too. I need X to get about 9 more interceptions, man. I'm telling you, I'm ready to eat the protein.
Durham Smythe, man. Durham
and
Smythe,
by the way, shout out to S Harris right quick. Hey, S Harris is innovating. He has the broke back tailgate. Where is that? Let us know where you're broke. Yeah, I don't know. He apparently that's his tailgate, broke back tailgate.
Man, is he announcing the new show, Shake Money?
Yeah.
Are we breaking news about Shake Harris's new show? Is a spinoff of the Tailgate?
Yeah.
Hey, people are taking shots at us. That's what we're doing this morning.
No, that's it. No, I think he's promoting his new tailgate.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Catching slugs.
It's a spinoff. Kind of like the Jeffersons was on All in the Family. It's just a spinoff. So he's doing a spinoff of the Tailgate, Brokeback Tailgate.
We support every Dolphin content creator out here. So much love, brother.
Well, the ones that we know. I don't know that guy CB83. I don't know who that
CB83,
is.
man. I love that dude. He's the best film breakdown.
Some guy that said he breaks down film.
I don't know who that is. I'm sorry. I don't know who that is.
But go ahead, guys.
He said the egg. Oh yeah, Van Ginkel has. And man, Geeko had
Hey.
a Hall of Fame performance last night.
AVG.
Hell yeah.
AVG, man.
Him
The
and
dude-
Chubb stepped up. All the guys that we get on in Twitter Spaces, they were the ones that had the big nights last night. Everybody from Chubb to Parker to everybody. Anybody you can name that we got on in the last 12 months, they had big nights last night on both teams.
Well, I never get
That
on
we
it.
got on.
I never get on AVG. I've always been high on AVG. I thought AVG, if he wasn't going to be a Miami Dolphin this year, he would be a guy that New England would look at, bro. Because again, AVG never at a place. Now, is he the biggest, fastest, strongest guy out there? No, but fundamentally sound, understands how to play this game, and he just makes plays, man. He just makes plays.
He's got a high motor, you know,
and he's got a high motor. So, man, listen, I think we always talk about contracts that need to be, again, AVG is only on a 1-year deal. And I think Vic Fangio wanted to get him in the building to see what he brings. I think AVG is starting to be one of those guys. I don't want to see him leave the Miami Dolphins. I think he deserves a contract extension moving forward.
By the way, shout out to New Breed with the $5 donation. Misplaced that deep ball. Could have been 2 picks.
Yeah, it was one that was.
Well, see,
in the building.
Cap, what's good, Cap? Hey, see, this is
my dude, JR Black. What's going on, brother? But go ahead.
JR Black. I hear Color say it all the time, and I agree with Color every time he says it. Xavier Howard, right, has for a corner the way he just now again. Every corner gets beat, but the way he's looking for the ball, his head always turns around.
He's on the swivel, and that's what helped him on that one.
We got to give Xavier Howard credit, though. That should have been offensive pass interference. Devontae Parker was all over him. Bro, when the ball hits Xavier Howard's hand, 95% of that time, he's coming down with that ball. You know what, Color? You know what I need you to do for me, Color? What is Xavier Howard's catch radius? When the ball hits his hand, can someone tell me what's the ratio of when he catches the ball? Because bro, he just doesn't drop.
I'd love to look at that, like opportunities, like legitimate opportunities, and how many of them were caught and what that percentage is. I'd venture to say it's as high as the best receivers in the league, man.
Xavier Howard has tremendous ball skills, man.
CB say he's gonna start going in on you guys.
Now, I mean, it ain't gonna be the same anymore, bro. I don't know. You better not, CB83, because if you stop going in on us, we stop being objective. We start getting in our feelings, and then we're starting to lose, bro. I mean, you gotta keep going in on us, bro.
Victory Monday, baby.
Victory Monday.
Hey, by the way, man, Red, White, and Bills in the building. Hey, not this week, but the following week, Red, White, and Bills is going to be in the Smoke Lounge Wednesday with us.
Okay.
Yeah, he was on. They were on the other night. I went in there and said what's up to the boys and stuff. I forgot the guy's name already, but there was another guy. He was Red, White, and Bills was doing the show with. I told him to come over there as well, man. Let's get some of this trash talking. So Red, White, and Bills. I know you know who I'm talking about. I just forget the name at the moment, but invite him to come down too, man. I think it'll be a good time.
Shout out to Triple S Podcast with the $6.99 donation. Smythe played 100% of snaps week 1. 1 snap missed, just 2 last night. He played 128 of possible 130 snaps through 2 weeks. Big ups.
It's a good ratio.
And big ups to Durham Smythe. Absolutely, bro.
You know, when Big Nick called our game plan last night, the pickup truck, we put the Ferrari in the garage and pulled out the pickup truck and still won. That pickup truck is driven by guys like Mostert and guys like Durham Smythe, man. That's the pickup truck.
And don't forget the Ferrari Mostert and Hill got us a touchdown. So
well, Mostert is kind of like one of those pickup trucks that you still put nitrous in, you know what I mean, and all that. Mm-hmm. So you can still hit the button if you need to in a pickle, you know.
Yeah, but last night's win is like what I said before. I mean, obviously our strength is the pass, but at the end of the day, if if they're going to leave the run wide open to exploit, why not?
Yep. Gotta explore them.
What have
Absolutely.
I
always said, Lewis? We don't need to be a running team. We don't need to focus on it, but we definitely need to demonstrate that we can do it at will. And
Bro,
last night we did that.
Yeah.
Bro, if they're showing you 3 safeties 15, 20 yards off the ball, kill them with the run.
Yeah.
And when did that long run
bust
from
right up the
come?
middle?
Not too much long after that short throw from Tua on that 9 route that came up short. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Wasn't long after that McDaniel just said, you know what? If they're going to keep doing this, boom, touchdown.
And
it was out of a passing formation too.
And you know what's funny is we beat them last night. How the last night win against New England was their signature win for the last 20 years. Death by 1,000 cuts. That's what we did last night.
Yep.
Yeah.
We basically, you're right.
That's a good point,
implemented their traditional game plan on them. We did last night what they needed to do to us.
Exactly.
Yeah.
For sure.
It was textbook.
Alex Ingold is another guy that I've always, make fun of. Man, this is 2023. You don't need a fullback. You don't need some of the things that he does for this football team from not only the blocking aspect, but again, I think his cast, he was hurt last year, having a cast on, him dropping a couple passes last year. He's been spectacular this season as well. It's only 2 games. It's early, but I think Alex Ingold and the impact that he has, I mean, it's incredible, man. It's fun.
It is early,
watch.
but I tell you what, trends are starting to form, bro.
I would agree.
You pointed out.
Yeah,
we rolled all the way over to the West Coast, beat a tough opponent over there, rolled all the way back over to the East Coast, beat arguably our biggest nemesis for the last 23 years. Finally, put them out to pasture. You know what I mean?
Agreed.
And we're going to roll into Hard Rock 2-0 on the season to face Russell Wilson and the hapless Denver Broncos, man. Now, we can't take them for granted by any stretch of the imagination. But if we continue to execute the way we've been executing, we as fans can easily predict a slaughter against the Denver Broncos.
Oh, I just think week 3 color coming up at Hard Rock Stadium, getting the 2 wins that we got on the road. I think this fan base is just so hungry to get our boys in our building, to put on all our aqua and orange. I think that building on Sunday afternoon at 1 o'clock, Hard Rock Stadium, I think it's going to be electric. And I just think it's going to be – we already know it's going to be hot. But I think –
And if you didn't get your tickets before last night's game –
forget it.
You either ain't going to get none or you're going to pay quite a bit.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
but I think it's going to be electric, and I think Denver doesn't know what's about to hit them. Yeah. I think they're in for a buzzsaw Sunday afternoon. That's what I think.
Hey, listen, luckily for me, I grew up down the street from the stadium, so I'm going to be at the tailgates for the Giants game and a few other tailgates, and then just drive down the street or Uber down the street to my homeboy's house, watch the game, and head back home. So, like I said, luckily for me, so I'm going to definitely be at the tailgates this year, man. It's going to be a great season this year, man.
That's supposing that the fans don't come around and get you in the building. You know what I mean? What, Shake? You ain't got tickets? What? And next thing you know, you're in, man.
Listen, my experience up here in New England watching the Patriots play in Gillette Stadium against us and us beat them and defeat them in the way we did, it was spectacular. I'm actually contemplating making another 7-hour drive to Buffalo in Orchard Park and going to watch us beat down the Bills as well.
Yep.
So,
and Crypto, you know what's interesting about that correlation you're making? It could go further. Who was the last team? Look, I know the Patriots have lost in Gillette since then, but talking about a primetime night game in their house. When was the last time that happened, that somebody came in and just took care of them like that? And we always make this comparison to teams that are able to win the chip, let's say with game managers, as we like to, throw that pejorative around. The last time that somebody took it to the Patriots like that in a primetime game in their stadium was the Baltimore Ravens with Joe Flacco.
Yeah.
Where it was just stem to stern, leading the whole ball game. You know what I mean? Well, they had us what? Well, no, we led the whole ball game, didn't we?
Hey, real quick,
Yes.
I got to give this man a great introduction.
Right.
El Capitan, El Jefe, the one who put this thing
Yeah.
together, man. Like Tony Montana, who put this thing together?
Yep. It was
This
a
man
wide
right here.
thing.
This is the guy who put this thing together. Who made this work? This man right here, man. El Capitan. Dímelo, hermano.
What up, everybody? What's happening, fellas? Figured out
Capitan, it's official. It's official. Tailgate taking over.
It's over now.
It's over. We're taking over.
We're leaving beer bottles and cigarette butts and just garbage everywhere. That's the only thing we're gonna know when we leave this bad boy. It's gonna look like a wreck.
Yep.
It's gonna be it. Stephen D gonna come back to the house and find out he need to clean this BI.
No, it's going to be more like a risky business when the parents are on their way home from the airport early and they got to clean up the whole house. You know what I mean?
Right.
Nah, I ain't doing that. I ain't scared of him. So, yeah, man, great game last night. Honestly, I feel like the Dolphins throttled them a little bit there in the late in the third and in the fourth. I was very impressed that the Dolphins had that great 4-minute drill, ran the ball. Everyone knew they were going to run the ball, and we still ran it effectively. This offensive passing attack along with this new rushing attack, I mean, fellas, this team, if the defense plays to its potential and the offense plays to its potential, who's going to stop us? The AFC, for as top-heavy as it appeared to be, I'm looking at the Bengals, I'm looking at the Chiefs, I'm looking at all the playoff teams from last year. None of them look as high-powered as the Dolphins look right now. And as long as we can keep this up, and Mike McDaniel's been preaching it, talking about it since last year, it is a trajectory they want to have to go up. It hasn't been perfect football week 1 or week 2 on either side of the ball in some instances. But if he's preaching and they practice what he preaches, that we're going to be playing our best football in November, December, and January, this team is going to be deadly.
I would agree. Yeah. I would agree with that. I think the biggest thing for me.
That's
Cap,
a great point, Cap.
I think the biggest thing for me, Cap, is we're starting to see this team can win games any way you want to play. Right? You want to get into a shootout with these teams and go weapon for weapon, we can play that kind of game. You want to get a Bill Belichick game plan and you want to, kind of muddy the waters, make it an ugly game, kind of slow the game down. We showed you yesterday we can win that kind of game too. And, that's what I said earlier. Like, we got to see it. I think Crypto brought up a good point to me when we were backstage before the show, because I said that to them trying to kind of get ready for the show, and Crypto brought up the point. We know what this team is in September and let's say October. If we start seeing the Miami Dolphins pull off games like this yesterday in November and December, that's when we can all sit back and say, you know what? I think we all believe we're a playoff contender now. You start winning these kind of games like yesterday in November and December, now you're talking about a legitimate Super Bowl contender.
I mean, look, I ain't trying to jinx it, but again, Mike McDaniel says this is a team that's supposed to get better as the year goes on. Teron Armstead hasn't even played yet. We haven't even had our shout out to Kendall Lamb, the best swing tackle in the business right now. This team is gonna just again, the AFC just looks like it's there for the taking. I get it. The Bills fans are sitting a little high because they beat up on the crappy Raiders. But, and I'm not looking through the Sean Payton-led Denver Broncos. I think they're, they got an offense. They can score points. They just look to have some weird breakdowns in the second half. But, listen, we just need to take care of business and do what we're doing and how we're doing it. And I think the sky's the limit with this football team. A little bit of questions on special teams, but other than that, we're pretty golden.
By the way, I got pictures of the aftermath of after we leave. No, my bad. Wrong pictures. Here we go.
Oh yeah, look, there it is. That's
Yeah.
exactly what it's gonna look like when we're done with this place.
Here's the backyard.
We're gonna ransack the place.
Yep. Taking all the silverware too, and I'm not flushing any toilets.
Damn, I wonder who that is right there. But, oh well.
That looked like Michael K.
Well, I
Yeah,
just think
It kind of looked like Michael G after that last play last night.
yeah. Well, I think Cap brought up a good point about the landscape of the AFC. And again, it's early. But if you look at it, you have the Cincinnati Bengals sitting at 0-2. You have the Los Angeles Chargers sitting at 0-2. I think before the season, we could have all said those are going to be playoff teams. And again, they very well could turn out to be playoff teams. But it's nice to know that two playoff contenders, just like we are 0-2, and we're sitting at 2-0, and especially with a game up on the Chargers, right? Like, so I think Cap has a very good point. We thought that the AFC was going to be very, very strong, and again, it's early. It could turn
It's
out
early,
to be
yeah.
that way.
It still can turn out that way.
But at the end of the day, it is good to see. Bro, I think everybody in the AFC, from what we've seen the first 2 weeks, like, does Kansas City look like they're unstoppable? Does Kansas City look like they're this unmovable force, like what they've looked like the past 3, 4, 5 years?
They do not. They
No,
don't.
So,
No, they don't. I mean,
And look,
they
I want
do.
to pump the brakes a little bit and
They
say
do have one quality
for
win. The Jags are pretty good.
yeah, for
absolutely.
teams like Cincinnati, Kansas City. Yeah, we've seen them start sluggishly the past couple of years and get it right. But it is up to us to not let them get it right. Bottom line, we get to face the Chiefs. We get to face the Chiefs in Germany, and I'm starting to think we could very well shock the world out there.
I would say this, Crypto, about that Chiefs win. I would say the Jags offense fell apart more than the Chiefs took it away from them. It's not like the Chiefs are the world beaters that I've seen. I didn't see that.
Both scored 3 times. Both teams scored 3 times. The Chiefs had 2 touchdowns and a field goal. The Jags had 3 field goals. That's game.
And see color, and we can use what we seen yesterday in that game specifically. We can use that to, or at least me, I can use that to an argument that I've been trying to let people or talk to people about. Quarterbacks win and lose games in this league. Nothing else. That Jaguar defense showed up to play. They gave up 17 points. They had Kansas City on the ropes. Jacksonville, I think, had 2 or 3 possessions inside the red zone, came up to your point with 3 field goals.
3 field goals.
Trevor Lawrence is the one that lost that game for Jacksonville. Every other part showed up. The weapons were there. Trevor Lawrence down 17-9. I was watching that game, right? Had 2 people wide open on back-to-back plays in the back of the end zone. Absolutely air-mailed one of them, overthrew him, and I think the other one, I forgot what happened there. Again, this is the point that we always try to make.
But Lewis, then on one of their drives, Chris Jones got to him.
Yeah, but that was early in the game, Crypto. The point of the fact of the matter is, right? The weapons that Jacksonville has, they have weapons. That defense showed up. Who lost that game for Jacksonville? It was their quarterback. This is what we try to tell people all the time. Quarterbacks, whether it's fair or not, that's another argument. But when people get in their feelings because the TFTG guys they're so hateful towards Tua. No. Quarterbacks, when you win, get the praise. When you lose, they get the blame. And yesterday, you seen that. Every part of the game for the Jacksonville Jaguars showed up again, except who? Their quarterback. Their quarterback is the one that lost in that game yesterday.
And I found myself 2 weeks in a row now telling myself that I just witnessed the most beautiful throw I've ever seen in my entire life. That throw to Braxton Berrios down to the 2-yard line was something to revere, man. That was absolutely special.
It was a great throw, Color. It was a great throw.
It was awesome.
There's very few quarterbacks that have ever thrown the ball that can thread that needle, man. That's unbelievable throw right there, man. And we're starting to get him. The whole thing of it is, I've seen those out of him before, What have I always said? Now we need to see it consistently. That's 2 weeks in a row. I mean, he's just throwing dimes all over the field 2 weeks in a row, man.
Well, it
Yeah,
seems
he's
like
had some bad
something.
throws. Sure, he's
That
had
was
some
a hell
bad
of a
throws.
throw.
The first part of the game last week was terrible for
Yeah, but it
Tua
seems
throwing.
like
Yeah, I got a
Tua's
nice
hitting
close
his
up of that
stride.
throw.
Seems like he's hitting his stride, and it seems like the team is confident on calling his number to do the thing and get it done, and he is. And that's, I mean, you can't ask for better than that, bro.
No, but you know what's funny is last night, no matter what Belichick was throwing at him, now at one time have I seen Tua look rattled or scared or you know what I'm saying? He
No,
looked confident and poised the whole game.
Well,
What's
shout
the
out to
word,
that
Shake? What's the
offensive
word,
line,
Shake?
bro.
Poised.
Relaxed.
Yeah, relaxed. Yeah.
That offensive line's got a lot to do with it too. And shout out to Butch Berry, who apparently,
Agreed.
if the Dolphins have finally gotten it right, I think we've had 5 different offensive line coaches the past 5 years, and now I feel like we've got a guy. You know, I haven't noticed Austin Jackson. I know he had a penalty last night, but other than that penalty, he has been lights out on the right side over there. Teron Armstead again hasn't been playing, and we're having a backup left tackle in Kendall Lamb who has been lights out as well. I mean, they've kept Tua relatively clean these first 2 weeks. You can't ask for any better than that, man. You really can't, bro.
And as far as depth goes, sure, you don't want your money sitting on the bench, but if they're going to continue to let Teron Armstead sit on the bench, boy, we got a pretty valuable backup piece for Kendall Lamb.
Bro, I'm saying that Kendall Lamb is just listen, when they go max protection and put
Awesome performance.
extra offensive linemen out there and they want to push people around, the Dolphins are going to be able to say, you know what? We're going to grind it out. Listen, the Dolphins won the trenches yesterday, guys, on both sides of the ball against a team that
Yes, they
prides
did.
themselves as trench play first. And the Dolphins muscled them around. The finesse team I saw week 1 is not the team I saw week 2. I saw a team that outworked them. And that's impressive. We got 2 different performances in 2 different weeks. It's not like we came out and did what we did week 1 and just threw the ball all over the place, which that's what they anticipated. They kept 3 safeties out there to prevent that from happening. So what did we do? We pivoted. We went to the run game, and this team won the line of scrimmage down in and down out.
Agreed. I agree with all that. Shout out to Butch Berry. Shout out to them boys up front. They've been absolutely dominant the first 2 weeks of the season. Last week in the pass game, protecting Tua. Even this week in the pass game, but more in the running game aspect last year or last night. They were just moving New England defenders up and down the field.
Shout out to Robert Hunt. Robert Hunt getting the pulling guard and getting downfield. That's a bit of a new thing for him this year. And I always wondered why they didn't do that more. And I'm telling you, man, having Alec Ingold and Durham Smythe out there, these motions, bro. Mike McDaniel, this offense in year 2 has got so much going on that it doesn't even matter if you're going to study this film. All you're going to do is catch yourself sleeping at the wheel because you're going to be looking at these motions and look no further than that screenplay that was to Waddle that he just gashed him right up there. Color, you pointed it out when we were calling the game yesterday on the channel. We had Tyreek Hill move in motion and try to get some speed to the outside. We did it in week 1, and Tua took the top off their heads. So what did they do? The safety slid over to cheat to cover Tyreek, and it allowed a free lane where Waddle on a little screen pass, a freaking half a yard pass that he just gouged the ever-living you-know-what out of him.
And this is the chess match that I was referring to because Mike McDaniel said, look,
right now.
Mike McDaniel said, look, if I'm Bill Belichick, I'm going to see this coming and I'm going to adjust for it. So guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to already adjust for that and hit somebody totally different on the play. I'm watching the play develop, thinking to myself, I know exactly where this ball's going. It's going to Tyreek on a wheel route. Nope. Went right to Waddle on the screen and he gashes him. And I'm thinking, oh, that's so brilliant. Because I guarantee you their defense was thinking the same thing I was, man.
Absolutely, man. And it was just a beautifully timed play and call that was just executed perfect.
Did the
by
same
Waddle,
thing later on in the game with a screen with a draw play to Mostert, bro.
Yeah.
Like Tua, they did the short motion. Tua drops back, immediately licks over like he's gonna, hit that, and hands the ball off. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, that's so good, man.
So
good.
I wouldn't recommend the Dolphins looking through the Broncos this week coming up. I can because I'm a fan. I'm allowed to do that. I don't know about you guys, but I am counting down the days for that Bills matchup. I want to see this Dolphins team versus that Bills team, and I want us to put the work on their asses badly.
I
Could you
want to go
imagine
witness it in
what I want.
person now,
Right,
Cap.
right.
if we're heading into Week 5 4-0 with two division wins? It's off to the races.
It is. It is definitely off to the races, Cat. I would agree with you. And again, you go 4-0, right? Let's say you beat Buffalo Week 4. You're looking at a 4-0. Your next 2 games at home should be wins. I mean, if you think about it, the Giants have looked absolutely horrible, and Carolina, young up-and-coming team, but that shouldn't scare the Miami Dolphins. I mean, there's a possibility here that Week 7, going into Philadelphia, another primetime game Sunday night, this team is 6-0.
And
That's a very real possibility, man. And, look, I got us winning one of those 2 games, either Kansas City in Germany or Philadelphia. I got us surprising people with one of those games, to be real.
And listen, at the end of the day, but also I just wanted to chime in real quick on the offensive line. And you know me, you guys could attest. I'm 100% fair. I'm not a homer. I don't, what I'm saying? When I give a take, it's not emotion based, right? Can you guys agree with that? Anybody?
Yeah, I agree with it.
Okay, thank you. So anyway, what I was
like,
saying,
anybody, please.
yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. Don't speak up at one time. But anyway, like I said, I think the line has did a good job, but Tua has a lot to do with it too, recognizing protections and seeing where we're doing a lot better with his pre-reads, because I have a feeling if Mike White or Skylar Thompson was a QB, they'll be getting some sacks. They'll be getting sacked for sure.
That's a very real possibility. One of the things I wanted to point out on that play that I was just talking about, I can imagine a situation where, they got the formation set, Tua standing in the shotgun, and one of their defensive players says, "Oh, I know exactly what's going on," and Tua does just like Cam Newton, says, "Watch this," snaps the ball and throws it to Waddle. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, that's great stuff, man.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, then to Lewis's point, it's possible that both teams are going into that game undefeated as well. So we're looking to give each opponent is going to be looking to give each other their first loss. But it's highly likely they will also be undefeated at that time. So yeah, that's going to be a nice game.
Buffalo ain't undefeated. I could tell you that.
No, I'm talking about the Eagles game.
Oh yeah, the Eagles game. Yeah,
the Eagles will be undefeated by the time they play us too. That's a possibility they would be as well.
Yeah, and the Commanders. No, I don't think so, but yeah.
If the Commanders are undefeated by the time we play them, then the football world is definitely upside down.
Listen,
if
guys,
they're undefeated at that point,
we're on the trajectory right now that all things go well, and this really hinges on injury and key positions, and I think you all know who I'm talking about. This team should win 12 games, should win the AFC East.
Yeah.
And if one of those 12 wins is against Kansas City, we could win the entire AFC and have first round with the bye. If the Dolphins could somehow figure a way to make the road to the friggin' Super Bowl in the AFC run through Miami,
it's over.
I don't want to say it's over, but Lord willing, we get a late season heat wave and nobody is going to be able to be prepared for it. A hot, sticky friggin' January games would be amazing, bro. First of all, I don't know what the tickets are going to cost, but I'm going to make sure to get one.
Yeah. It'll go through the roof. It'll sell out like hotcakes.
By the way,
something we pointed out last night, and this isn't something that's out of the realm of possibility because we have been pretty decent at home the past couple seasons. You know, for a minute we were on a pretty good win streak at home. You know, before last year. But look, if we go undefeated at home this year, 8-0, we've already got
10
or
wins.
9-0. We've already got 11 wins. That's already 11 wins if we go undefeated. If we take care of business at home, we already got 11 wins.
Mhm.
Well, I think we only have 8 home games, and one of them is the Germany game.
No, that's an away game.
That's a home game.
That's an away
or
game.
away game.
We
Yeah,
got
it's an away
9.
game.
Yeah.
So we have 9 home games this year in Hard
Yeah,
Rock.
9 home games. Yeah,
Yep.
what happened is,
Yeah.
here's the thing.
Yeah, I know they
Every
rotate
year,
it.
well, the AFC. So all the AFC teams have 9 home games. Next year, all the NFC teams have 9 games.
And unfortunately for the Chiefs, one of theirs is that Germany game because they're the home team in the Germany game.
Well, listen, let's win all our home games and that Chiefs game and sweep the Jets. Turn around, we got 13 wins.
Yeah, for sure.
Sweep the Jets,
the
sweep
formula
the
for getting
Patriots, win
13.
all our home games.
This is how, even though it's early and you don't count your chickens at 2-0 and all that, this is why it's important to be the 2-0 team and not the 0-2 team, because later in the season we're going to be looking back at these 2 wins going, man, they were probably more important than we realized.
Just like what we were doing last year when we dropped one at home to the Vikings. I thought to myself, that's a win the Dolphins should have had. Now we did go to the playoffs, but you know,
I'd rather people be telling me to not pump the brakes instead of telling me not to jump off a cliff. You see what I'm saying? The 0-2 fans are ready to jump off a cliff. We're having to be told to pump the brakes because we're 2-0.
Yeah,
I'll take that all day long over the alternative.
Manny in chat points out that Germany game, Dolphins fans in Germany outweigh every other fan base around there. So I expect that to be a home field for the Dolphins as well. All right, fellas.
I don't know.
That
might be 50-50. There's a lot of German.
All right, see, hey, by the way,
there was a guy that was sitting next to me at the stadium that was from Germany. He said he actually likes the Chiefs.
So, El Capitan, are you going live tonight, man?
Yeah, I'll be live tonight at around 9:30 or 10. Probably be, only like an hour and a half long show. Going to go into a deep dive on the numbers, look at everything, get some wrap up to Monday Night Football. It's New Orleans, and who are they playing?
Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh is playing the Browns, and New Orleans is
Carolina.
That's going to be a hard game to watch.
New Orleans and Carolina.
New Orleans and Carolina. Yeah,
New Orleans, Carolina, and then Pittsburgh and the Browns.
By the way, before you leave El Capitan, we got one more.
Yeah, the Browns probably gonna win that 80-0.
KP, what's going on?
KP.
Good morning,
KP,
guys.
what's up?
Hey, it's a Victory Monday. Victory Monday, y'all. Hyped up, man.
Hey, listen, Christian Wilkins got it. One of his 3 sacks this year. So
shake it going down.
I text Batman right after that sack. I said he got him one.
That's right. That's right.
Is that a full sack or is that a half a sack? I mean,
no, it was counted as a full sack.
I know.
He got credit for the full thing.
According to ESPN,
had clean up on that. Let's call it for what it is.
That's a half a sack.
That's a half a sack, isn't it, Blue? That's a half a sack, bro.
According to ESPN, it's a full sack. So
full sack at this point. Yeah. It may get changed later, but he got full credit.
Okay, so I text Batman.
Right, be safe, man.
Crypto, are you going on after this?
Yeah, 12:30. Yeah. He's doing 12:30.
So,
I got him.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I'll try to pop in around lunchtime, Crypto. I'll see you guys later. I'll be on tonight. Right. Shake, you got your afternoon deal going today?
Yeah, of course.
Too?
I'm doing the smoke lounge tonight for sure.
Yeah, like I said, Shake. I'll be driving in. Since I'll be driving, my reception might be real bad in certain areas and up here in the Northeast.
Yeah. So, we're gonna be dropping the link in 20 minutes. So everybody who wants to, of course, one at a time, who wants to chop it up and chime in, can do so.
Gotta get me some Starbucks.
Now that I have the great KP here, right? KP, me and you were on the same page during the offseason. Watching some of the preseason games, watching especially the Jacksonville game where we got both sides of the ball on offense and defense. Just we looked like the weaker team KP, it was a good sighting yesterday because I think Cap just made the point, and I completely agree with him. Yesterday, it was our offensive line and defensive line controlling the trenches, moving guys in and out of the way and stuff. It was just good to see. We looked like the stronger team yesterday, KP. Touch on that a little bit. What were your thoughts?
Well, yeah, I mean, one of the surprises for me in the season thus far has been just the overall manpower of our O-line, man. I mean, Raheem Mostert was a huge beneficiary of our O-line doing just what you said, Lewis, moving people around, opening up holes that he could use his speed to get through. And I mean, even Mostert himself, man, is showing that, he can be an effective every down back. He put on that extra weight, but he still has that burst once the hole is there. And these guys, say what you want, Armstead or not, they're creating lanes. And then yesterday on the D line, with Jalen Phillips being out, I know he's a linebacker, but we were able to get pressure from the beginning of the game. Bradley Chubb was throwing guys around. It may not show up, with multiple sacks, but he was pretty dominant yesterday. When the PFF ratings come out, you'll see just how good he was. And then for me, the surprise has been Andrew Van Ginkel, his versatility, his ability to play outside and then move back inside. He has upped his game. He looks like a guy hungry for that big contract, to get off that rookie deal. And props to him. So far, he's definitely taken up the challenge of playing middle and outside, and he's doing the damn thing. And then that's right, Shake, 9 more to go, babe.
He's only getting 3, so no matter.
Man, AVG showed out yesterday, man. I think if there was one guy, again, if there's just one guy that we come out and say every week, this one guy is the MVP of this game and this and that. It was, bro, AVG was everywhere. Yeah. He was just everywhere. So shout out to them, man. I think he played.
I'm going to have to say him and Bradley Chubb.
And what about Elliott too? Elliott too.
Yeah.
Sean Elliott.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it had a crucial pass breakup, man, about middle of the game, man. It was just good stuff. But on the Van Ginkel thing, it's like, he went to go try to, and he mentioned it in his press conference too, about trying to strip the ball out from that lineman that caught the Gesicki debacle, right? And he didn't get the ball out, but if you notice in the replay where the ball ends up and where they end up spotting it back a little bit and favoring us, if he's trying to pull that ball out, that could have very well stopped the ball from advancing further forward than it did and landing and ending up landing where it did on the turf. You know what I mean? So just great perseverance, man, because you never know how your perseverance is going to affect a play. And then to see the ball is 2 inches short of the first down marker after replay because he's trying to yank the thing out and pulling it back. You know what I mean? It's like, that's good, man. That's really good stuff. And that's how I always preach, this is, you could call that lucky. And I'm sure the Patriot fans are calling it lucky this morning. But great teams put themselves in position to have good luck. That's what they do.
And beyond just the his heroics yesterday, right? Or his good play, his great play. AVG changes the dynamic of that linebacking room, especially when he's in the middle. Just from a size standpoint, when he sticks you, you're going down. There's no he's tackling you, dragging him for another yard or two. So he brings that physical dimension to the position that I've been worried about. I'm on record as calling our defense potentially fragile and a little bit on the light side. If he can successfully make this transition and show that he knows what he's doing throughout the rest of the year, I think he improves us on that front. Just being a more physical team, a team that can't be pushed around, a team that's going to stick you and drop you right there in your tracks. So man.
And by the way, being that you do fantasy, fantasy league, being that you do fantasy league, here we go. The guy to put on your bench right now, I would say, will be Eazy-E, because I think slowly but surely they're working him in. I guarantee you by week 8, he's going to have a bigger role, bigger responsibility. He's going to be doing Debo Samuel things. He's already
and all he needs
I
to
primed
agree.
do
up to
is
do that.
break one. All he needs to do is break one to affect your fantasy outcome. That
I
week,
agree.
Mhm. Yeah, I mean, he looks like, I mean, he's going to be involved in all different levels of our offensive approach. And yeah, I mean, it's going to be tough with Waddle and Hill still demanding looks outside. But yeah, you're right. As a wild card that we can throw in at any time and throw teams off, yeah, he's definitely been worked into that role. So, yeah, that might be a fantasy stash after all. I mean, a lot of people who picked Dolphin players yesterday may not have been as happy with the overall stats unless you maybe had like Mostert, you know. But hey, you know, real football is what it's all about, and that was a quality team win. So, you know.
Well, let me ask everybody their thoughts, because watching the game yesterday, we kind of seen week 1, he didn't really look that good. Yesterday, I thought New England, they just started picking at him. You know, like, is Eli Apple turning out to be more of a listen, again, I like the veteran presence, right? But yesterday there was some throws to the outside. I mean, there was a basically a screen pass thrown to Devontae Parker. We know Devontae Parker has never ran away from anybody a day in his life. And Eli Apple completely whiffs on the tackle and stuff. And there were several tackles that I think he kind of missed and misread. We've seen Cam Smith, a sure tackler. That's what he was known for in college. He made tremendous plays in the preseason. Is it, in your guys' opinion, is it time that maybe we should start seeing Cam a little bit more, even if he's not starting, just getting on the field a little bit, in your opinion?
Ease him in. Is that what you're saying?
Well, I'm just saying, Crypto, like yesterday, we can go and watch 3 or 4 plays that Eli Apple is missing tackles. And in my opinion, and again, I could be wrong, but in my opinion, if that's Cam Smith, he's not missing those tackles. You see what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, man.
I got you,
I don't
Lewis.
know about,
I can imagine a scenario where it's about picking and choosing which coach you start to work him in on, because you work him in last night against a guy like Belichick. And we could find out things about Cam Smith being a rookie that we just don't know yet. You know what I mean? So they would have targeted the heck out of him, just like they did Eli. You know, but you got a veteran versus a rookie. I think that the thought is, if you start really focusing on a rookie like that, he's gonna have issues regardless of how high we are on him. You know what I mean? And maybe maybe they're trying to avoid rolling him out like that against such a good football mind like Bill Belichick and his OC Bill O'Brien. But I think we also, on that note, we found out why Bill O'Brien is just complete garbage. I'm just saying, man.
Hey, listen,
I had to throw that extra shot in there to Bill O'Brien.
Shout out to Andrevius. The only thing we're arguing about is what we're gonna eat at the tailgate next week, baby. Fins up, man.
That's right. We gonna have some bison, or are we gonna have some horse meat? Which one?
Well, even though a buffalo is a horse's ass, I would say I say bison.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Shake, did you catch that picture of that T-shirt I put in the group text yesterday? You're welcome to show it here if you'd like.
By the way, Batman, I sent you a link, Batman, if you are listening. T-shirt.
Yeah.
I don't see
it.
Batman. It's in the group text from yesterday.
Oh yeah. Fluffy cows. Don't pet the fluffy cows.
Don't feed the fluffy cows.
Yeah.
Hey Batman, I'm just letting you know I got some special footage of Eichenberg on the sideline, in his Hall of Fame moment. So that's coming to you. Stay tuned. I got some special footage from Eichenberg as he was warming up, ready to serve some pancakes. So Batman, stay tuned, Batman. The pancakes of Eichenberg is coming forward. It's coming forward.
Batman. I like this comment right here. It kind of reminds me of Green Rat. Green Rat. I remember first hearing Green Rat saying, "We have a Tua." Speaking of which, what's going on, Batman?
That's cap. That's cap. That's cap. We got a Tua. We got a Tua. Let's be clear, everybody. We got a Tua.
Oh yeah.
Nah, man, I was
Listen.
happy, man. Morster
I
looked
mean,
good
I'd
out there,
rather, I'd be
man.
honest with you, Batman. I think having a Tua puts us in a way better position than having a McCorkle. I'll give you that, man.
Because everybody, I want to know because I didn't think Steven was coming on today. So shout out to you guys for hosting the show. I was gonna say this. I didn't know if you guys talked about it, but I want to know. How do you guys feel about the running game now? That's what I want to know.
I feel good, man.
Hey,
I've always
hey,
felt
Same way
good.
I
Batman.
felt about it. We just needed to use the dang thing.
Yeah,
Batman,
I ain't had no issues with the running game.
Hey, Batman, them 4.9 boys look good, Batman.
They did though. They did. Not gonna lie. They did.
Yep,
I
them
was very happy.
4.9
You
boys.
notice also on that 4-minute drive, like, yo, we did all we could do to make sure that before they got the ball back, it was at the 2-minute warning. Now, granted, we needed to cash in some points there. That would have helped matters even more. We missed the field goal. I get all that. But we still ran the clock down to 2 minutes, man, as much time as we could possibly run off it before giving the ball back to them. And that's because of our running game.
So Batman, if you're the
Yeah,
GM, if you're the GM,
four-man
Batman,
offense would have been good.
in 2 weeks, are you not going to trade for Jonathan Taylor based on what you've seen?
Well, look, on Thursday, people told me the compensation will probably be a third, fourth round pick. If that's what it takes, I still do it. I still do it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I'm with you too.
If it's a second,
absolutely, absolutely. Why wouldn't you want that, knowing that he's still better than what we saw last night? That's like gravy, bro. You know what I mean?
Think about what are you gonna do with that third, fourth, with a fourth round pick? Hey, you could get Jonathan Taylor and then figure out the contract later if you want to keep him. I do it.
You can get Tyreek Hill's replacement. He was in the 4th round. You can get his replacement. You start grooming us for his replacement,
man. You know,
how was the game, Crypto?
How many Tyreek Hills are there in the league?
It was good.
You have fun? It was good?
Yeah, it was. Oh yeah. It was pretty good. Yeah, I loved it. It was enjoyment. Nice atmosphere. Didn't go to the gulag. No fights. Yeah.
That's always a good.
I saved myself from getting beer tossed on me or whatever. It was fun.
What was Tyreek talking about? The fans, like, what was he talking about? Like, they threw stuff at him or something?
No. I know they was chasing somebody out of there, the security team.
Yeah.
Really?
But yeah.
By the way, I'm gonna bring up this next guest. I'm gonna drop the link right after this, but I'm gonna bring up this next guest. I'm gonna be joining him and Pamela on the when we're in Germany. On the West Coast Helping Hands, the OG Papa Paul. What's going on, Papa Paul?
Good morning.
Good morning, man.
Monday, how sweet it is.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
No, it's a good day. It's a great day. Yeah, we had a good night last night. I mean, we're the only ones at the bar last night when it came to the last quarter of the game, but we still made it rowdy.
Mm-hmm. And isn't that a great feeling, Papa Paul? We were in such firm control almost from the beginning to the end that by the 4th quarter,
Yeah, I was just looking over some of this.
Kahari, I think that's the greatest point made so far. End to end, we led the game just like we did the last time Tua faced them.
Yes, it was sweet. It was a sweet feeling, and I was just looking at the stats. I mean, we didn't throw the ball near as much, but that's fine. We ran the ball a hell of a lot more, and with the plays were so different than it was last week that we used this week. It's going to throw defenses off so much because they're not going to have a clue what plays we're going to be running.
Yep.
I mean, you didn't see Tyreek in motion, last night like you did last week. And, I mean, Tyreek only had like 40-something yards for the night.
How we got an update
Yeah,
on Waddle?
yeah.
We
Belichick
got an
never
update.
allows nobody to him to get beat by your best player. That's just been
We
his
got an update
philosophy
on
for 20
Waddle.
years.
Yeah, does anybody have an update on Waddle?
Not that I've seen.
I haven't seen any updates on him. But yeah, that's been Belichick's Bono for his whole career.
He did come back in the game last night.
Yeah,
he
he's
played.
going to take your best player out, and
limping
you
or
got to
nothing.
beat him.
I think he just got his foot stepped on or something, got it mashed, and was just kind of like.
Well, actually, it's saying that he concussion, but it was downgraded.
Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot about that big hit at the end.
Downgraded.
Yeah,
sorry about that.
It was downgraded to out late on Sunday, and they're being evaluated for a concussion as of today.
Yeah, a lot of people have been taking concussions lately. Damn,
you got to step up.
Dan Richardson took like his second one in 2 weeks. Yeah, a lot of people have been getting concussed
I hope
lately.
to God they don't think they're going to be replacing Waddle next week with Robbie Chosen. I hope to God they don't.
Yeah, they are. They are.
Well, I'm sure they will.
And
he's got some speed.
That's not a shot at Barrios. That's not a shot at Craycraft. They're probably going to elevate.
Yeah, Chosen is much faster.
But also Ahmed is questionable because of a groin injury from last night.
It's all right. A little more dose of A-chain next week. That'll cure that.
And they'll probably have Brooks out there too.
That's what just about to say. Potential Brooks.
By the way,
I got A-chain in my fantasy lineup.
I was gonna say this.
I already got him.
And I was gonna say this later on in the spaces, but shout out to my boys. They gave me a quick update on Nick Needham. So Nick Needham was watching the game. Nick Needham's mom was watching the game with them yesterday, locally here in Miami, and she gave an update. Nick Needham's gonna return week 5. Week 5, he's gonna be ready. He's gonna be ready to return for that week 5 game.
Nice. Yeah, I haven't talked to her yet today. I stay in touch with her. I have it. I got he signed a jersey that I'm getting signatures on from all the current players to raffle that off later. But I'm excited for the home opener. I mean, I'll be over in East 12 on the home opener. I'm bringing some fresh homegrown watermelons over there. And we might even fill one of them up with some vodka.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Sounds good, man. Hey, it's good vibes all over the game.
Yes, sir.
But it's funny how some of the same arguments we would have about, criticisms of the team, pluses, good things about the team, they're still evident in what we're doing. We just look a lot more comfortable in our identity as a team. I mean, like the stuff people here brought up about Tua, his arm. If you want to nitpick, there's certain areas where that does still appear, right? But Tua looks more comfortable in command of what he is executing out there. And I think we all got to be happy and satisfied with his maturity at this stage in his career.
What is
that? KP, yes, I agree with you. He definitely has stepped up into that leadership role, and he's comfortable with it.
And to that point, we could write a book about how many mistakes we still commit, yet we're winning. We're finding a way to win.
Right. Yeah. So it all looks like it's coming together, man. I had my doubts, but right now it's all positive vibes, man. Fins forward. Let's go.
By the way, I'm dropping the link one at a time. I'm gonna bring.
It was named after you, Shake Money.
And it may be early to say this, bro, but given the adjustments made from last season in our game planning and all that, I am completely 100% sold on Mike McDaniel.
What's up, Puma Yadre?
That dude is a genius. I'm sorry to tell y'all, he is the real deal, man.
Thank you, Color.
Those subtle shifts. It looks like we've even implemented like some Canadian football league sort of with the motion and the receivers. It's really innovative. I don't think any other team is using. So
Dre, we got the same keyboard, I think.
And Belichick tried to take a page out of our book. Things out of that same look is just so brilliant, man.
Yeah.
Belichick
Yeah,
applied our offense to his special teams yesterday. Did y'all notice that?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. I noticed that.
Josh
Oh,
Allen
you mean
turned the ball over.
putting Tyreek on the edge rusher for the field goal block?
Yeah, pretty much.
Speed kills, man. Speed
Right.
kills.
Yeah, the fastest guy in the.
How we
And
feeling
I'm
about
not saying
Connor
it
Williams?
should have affected him, but I guarantee you that free rusher affected him on that miss too. You know what I mean? Not that it should have, but it did.
Yeah.
Hey, how are we feeling about Connor Williams this morning? I just want to
Get
ask that.
us out of town.
No,
He's a
I
Hall
think-
of Fame. He's a Hall of Fame.
I'm gonna
center.
be kind of fair to
Batman,
Connor
it's the same
Williams.
thing I just said, though. As long
Yeah.
as we keep overcoming that and winning, is it really a problem?
but
To be kind of fair to Connor Williams, that last one was
Gotta
kind of
shore it up
untoward.
because
Yeah,
you
it
don't
was.
want that to happen in a playoff against a playoff team. You won't overcome that.
Yeah, actually, two of
gotta
them
shore it up.
Tua. The one that we fumbled last week was on Tua because of his hand. It was a perfect snap. It just he was moving. So I think
just
it was
think-
miscommunication.
I just think Tua is trying to get back there and get the ball out so quick that they just the connection is just bad sometimes.
Mm-hmm. It's like being out over in front of your skis. You know, it's like, all right, just back up a little bit. Again,
Yep,
the same
timing,
word I keep
timing.
using. Relax. That's the same word I keep using. When Tua is relaxed, bro, he's just on fire, man. There's no stopping the kid.
I mean, it's like you said earlier, Color, that throw to Berrios was just beautiful.
Yeah, it is.
I mean,
you're talking about Hall of Fame level throws. We just look, and I keep saying we just need to see him more consistently, but we are starting to. It's game after game now, bro.
Well, yeah, like you said, 2 weeks in a row. I mean, it was beautiful. It was dime on the spot money.
Well, Papa Paul, what my thing with Tua had been the hesitancy, right? Like you could see in every single game moments where he wasn't sure what he was doing, and he would hesitate. He would, pump, and then a bad outcome would occur. That part of his game has been totally gone so far this year. He looks like he knows what he's doing, and he's got the right concept and of the overall entire drive. He can forecast it, he sees it, and he's executing the game plan. So
100%, I agree with you. As I stated after last week's game, it's a different Tua than what we had last year.
Yep, 100.
But I want to say, Crypto, if you want, I know you're going to be a spotty reception and everything while you're driving. I'm also have a show going on at 12:30. You can be my co-host on that if you wanted to.
By the way, guys, real quick sidebar. I'm going to be driving down to Fort Lauderdale International here in a few minutes. To go pick up my mother's tablet because she left it in the pocket of the seat in front of her on the plane the other night. And reason I'm telling you all this is because shout out to United Airlines. Their maintenance workers are not thieves.
Hell yeah.
Putting that out
exactly.
there.
No, Baba Paul, that's the 12:30 is Crypto show. He's going to be hosting the show. I'm just going to be taking I'm going to just be running the controls. But that's
okay. Well, he was just saying he was going to
be.
And
if Lewis, if you can, I'm gonna need,
Yeah, for sure.
Them to take over because I could be going in and out of reception areas.
I'll be
while I'm driving.
We'll be there.
But if you guys really missed the show Friday night, ask Shake about it.
Yeah.
We had a pop-up guest star, not expecting it. OJ McDuffie jumped in and joined our show for about an hour almost.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Russell was really knowledgeable. As a matter of fact, Crypto hung out with Russell yesterday too.
Yeah. He's a great guy.
Russell.
Wait, hang on.
No, not
hang
that
on.
Russell.
Give me
Another Russell.
Russell Wilson?
Yeah, Russell Wilson. Yeah, because he sure wasn't at the game yesterday.
Yeah, that guy's knowledge.
Hang on, give me a second.
Yeah.
His knowledge and memory is out of this world of everything. I mean, but his uncle used to coach Miami Dolphins, and his uncle has passed away since then. But even O.J. McDuffie knew who his uncle was and things.
Yeah.
Who was that? Who was his uncle?
They called him Coach CB.
Okay.
Hey,
Okay.
and real quick, I'm gonna owe Stephen D some money, so I just want to give a special fuck you to Bones. How you doing?
Oh Lord. Swear jar, shake.
I know.
Well, I won't be doing any New England clam chowder right. I'm up here, so they try to tell me that it was no good.
Oh, I will be stopping at Dunkin' Donuts today for a special cup of coffee. Thank you very much.
Hell yeah.
Well, I just left Starbucks just about 2 seconds ago.
Well, how is Porco going to get paid? If you keep going to Starbucks, how are they going to pay?
Yeah, I'm still in New
Corporal,
England.
man?
I'm still up here.
Yeah.
So Crypto, what was your thought on Russell, a man full of knowledge?
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Pretty cool guy, man.
And I mean, he knows so much about the past Dolphins.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah,
he looks a lot younger. He looks a lot younger than what he is. A lot younger.
He's going to be 60. He's 59. Yeah. He's going to be 60. But his uncle, I'm sure he told you his uncle used to coach for the Dolphins. But what's funny, when he was on the show Friday night, OJ was watching, and it got OJ to come on because OJ wanted to hear more of the history and stuff.
Yeah. Hey, by the way, real quick, flip side Fisher. Me, I'm not mad at Bones, but that's how we greet each other. Okay, that's how me and Bones greet each other.
That's the greeting. That's the standard.
That's how
Bones
greets. That's how Bones greets everybody. So
yeah, I was gonna say,
when I say that, it's in term of endearment.
Right. What happens when spread kindness conflicts with swear jar? You know what I mean? Like that's like
I don't know, man. I don't know. That sounded personal. Shake.
No, that's not personal. You know what I mean? I will never get personal, but the only person who should get personal is Green Rat because you stole his saying.
I stole that. We got a tour, right? That's
yeah. And copyrighted it and doesn't get no credit.
He gets no credit.
well, you really trust Green Rat? Green Rat tried to take your Captain of Noah's Ark title from you, bro.
Yeah. I know.
Well, he did have it. He did have it.
Yeah. Said just like I took it just like you took his. So thank you.
I was the vice president of the Noah's Ark up until 2 years ago.
I'm the founder of Noah's Ark. Are you kidding me?
I gave up on it.
I would still be on Noah's Ark if it wasn't for Chris Greer took me and threw me overboard and drove it to Texas. Bastard.
Hey, has that guy even played? The guy that we traded for Noah, the guy Vincent? Has he even played?
No, I think it was an active.
Kelvin Joseph.
Kevin Joseph. Has he even played like a snap or special teams, anything?
No, I think it was inactive last night.
Yeah, I think he was on the injury report too, I think.
Jesus Christ.
Is that Greg?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm in your neck of the woods, man. I'm about 30 minutes from Providence.
Oh, I've been.
Greg, he's trying to find some clam chowder. He wants to know a good place.
What's a place to get some good clam chowder, man?
What's up, Rashad? Mega Tua.
Yo.
How are things on the West Coast?
Can't complain.
Yeah, you can. If anybody can complain, it's you, Sherrod.
It's early morning over there, huh, Rashad?
You said what?
It's early morning.
Hey, hold on. I get all this damn hate about Alex Ingold. I got to apologize. I get all this hate about Durham Smythe. I got to apologize. Rashad, what's going on with Bradley Chubb, Rashad? Talk to us.
And Savon Ahmed.
Yeah, exactly. MVP, Rashad.
Hey, Rashad, I need the apologies. I need the apologies to Bradley Chubb, Rashad. Go ahead. The floor is yours.
I apologize, Bradley, for doing your job versus the backup left tackle.
Oh, Rashad, you're not a good. Rashad, that's not good, bro.
You gotta give him credit. You gotta give him credit for that chase down fumble, man. You gotta give. That was a game winning.
Green Rat, hey, listen, we love you, Green Rat. So you know what I'm saying? You the man, bro. So we got nothing but love for Green Rat.
Chef Jew, Joseph was inactive the last 2 weeks, and both times it says personal reasons.
I hope you don't think we're taking shots at you, man. We got nothing but love for Green Rat.
Green Rat's the homie.
Yeah.
Rashad with the backhanded compliments to Bradley Chubb. That's not right.
I expect that every game from here on out. I don't care who our opponent is.
Rashad, you better have a banner saying I apologize to Chubb.
I didn't say nothing bad about it. Well, I did say
You're leading the train of the Chubb hate club.
I said he went up against Slater, so I give him some slack. I said that, but I expect this every game, no matter who his opponent
we can all
is.
agree this is his
I
best
need this
game.
every
Can we all
game.
agree on that?
Yeah, he deserved more than just one sack based on his effort last night.
And hang on, and shout out to Crypto for texting me yesterday, and that's true. Hey, Lewis, what's up with my boy Christian Wilkins? He got a sack yesterday. 9 more to go.
When did he get that? When?
9 more to go. 9 more to go, Lewis.
That's right. 9 more to go, Shake. 9 more to go.
That's one of 3. So don't worry. There's only one.
I didn't see that. I didn't see that sack yesterday. I didn't see that. What was it? Half a sack?
He got a couple half a sack.
It was a full sack.
Hey, David Long got one too. David Long showed up.
David Long got one. David Long got one too.
Mac Jones tried to step up in the pocket, and Christian Wilkins caught him from behind. He almost fumbled.
Shout out to Van Ginkel too, man. Player of the game in my eyes.
AVG.
Facts.
AVG, absolutely.
Van Ginkel stepped up, man.
Y'all talking about Christian Wilkins. Listen, even the sun shines on a dog's ass from time to time. It's all right.
That's crazy.
Hey, Belichick served them up.
Shout out to.
You think Belichick was biting his lip?
That pretty good too.
Oh, Mr. Paul. Is that Mr. Paul? I'm driving right now.
Yes, it is. What's going on, fellas?
How's it going?
How you doing, Mr. Paul?
Hey, Shake Money.
Yes, sir.
They got a restaurant named after you up here. It's called Shaking Crabs.
No, you saying I got crabs?
Yeah, they said Shaking Crabs. They got you on blast up here, man.
We gotta get a show with Kyle Krabs and Shaking.
Hey, Shake, I gotta fall off, man. I gotta fall off. You want to bring anybody else up?
Yeah.
All right, peace, guys.
All right, KP.
Hey, but yeah, you think Belichick was pissed off yesterday, biting his lip, saying how he noticed that AVG slipped out of his hands, like AVG was within his grasp, but we got him back. You think Belichick?
Yeah, he was mad. Yeah, he was probably mad. Like, damn it.
Belichick was not a happy camper yesterday. I kept listening over there. He was not happy, but I was, because it's for years we had that. The Bills had. The Patriots had that number. This time it's flipped. We flipped it around.
Tua has his number. 5-0. Only quarterback to do
that. For real.
5-0.
Yeah, man.
Yep. How you doing, Mr. Polk?
But anyway, I just want to make sure that Green Rat don't think I'm cool with Green Rat. You know what I'm saying? We got nothing but love for Green Rat.
I couldn't hear you, Papa Paul.
I just asked how you're doing today, brother.
Oh man, I'm doing great. I watched the game on and off, and I was very, very happy. Fangio made the adjustments because after the last game, I kept saying he's going to make the adjustments because he's just that good of a defensive coordinator. Coach McDaniels, oh my goodness, when I saw him over there grinning and smiling, I said, oh. I said the mad scientist in the lab cooking up experiments.
Hey, by the way, Shaking Crabs is when I visit Buffalo.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm telling you,
you famous up there, man. You famous.
We gotta get a show. We gotta get a show with Kyle Krabs and Shake Money and call it that.
Yeah. And if there's anybody named Steak, we'll do one with you, Shaking Steak.
As a Buffalo Bill fan, anyone in there could be a steak.
Oh God.
Bison steaks. Yeah.
Hey, so how does everybody feeling about us being on top of the AFC East and tied for AFC in the conference, number 1?
Yeah,
Great.
number 2. Yeah, we're tied. There's only there's one other team that's undefeated in the AFC. In the AFC,
Yeah,
right?
we're tied for 1. They said
Browns.
they're tied for 1.
Browns are the
That's
only
it.
undefeated
They're
team.
top one.
Who?
Browns and us are the
Browns.
only ones.
Yeah,
Wait,
They're
who's
the
the
only
other
two
one?
teams.
Browns.
Cleveland
The
Browns.
Browns and us.
Oh,
Yeah, there's just 2 AFC teams
No.
that got no losses.
Also,
Well, actually, no. Browns ain't play yet, so they're 1-0 right now. They're still not put out.
Oh, that's right. They play tonight, don't
Oh,
they?
they play tonight. You're right.
Right,
They
it's
keep
2
beating.
games. It's 2 games
Ravens.
tonight.
Ravens. It's the Ravens
the
that
Ravens.
we're tied with.
It's the Ravens
We're
we're
tied with
tied
the
with.
Ravens.
They played 2 games. That's right.
Twins. Oh no, they beat the Texans. My bad. That's the Browns who beat the Bengals last week.
Mm-hmm.
And then the Ravens beat the Bengals
Yeah,
yesterday.
Joe Burrow sucks. The Bengals drafted the wrong quarterback, but we stole him. He's ours. He's our Tua. We got our Tua.
Yeah, we got a Tua.
And Tua is balling. Oh my
I
goodness.
ain't heard
Tua
nobody
balling.
say it yet, but I want to say shout out to the offensive line.
Yeah.
Yes.
Barry. Everybody in
Barry's doing
between ain't doing their thing. Kendall Lamb, Austin Jackson.
Yeah.
Great,
Yeah.
hell of a job.
Robert Hunt. Did you see the game Robert Hunt had yesterday?
Yeah. Everybody talking about Hunt right now. As best right guard in the league. That's
Hey,
crazy.
Batman. Hey,
Yeah.
I got some special footage of none other than Liam Eichenberg for you. It's coming up on a 5-minute reel. Special footage for you of Liam Eichenberg and his performances.
Was it him going
on the
from the
side.
locker room to the bench? And from the bench to the
Listen,
locker room?
I don't care what you say. He was pancaking brothers on that sideline. I'm telling you right now. Pancakes. Nothing but pancakes being served by Eichenberg. Special footage coming your way. Some special footage.
Oh goodness.
Yeah, so right now it's us and the Ravens at the top of the AFC, but the Browns get to play tonight. If they win, they'll be up there with us as well.
Who do they
Who
play?
they playing?
Pittsburgh.
Yeah, the
Pittsburgh?
Steelers.
Yeah.
Who's the home game?
Cleveland.
Yeah, they play tonight. Yep.
What's
Another
Pittsburgh's
divisional
record?
matchup, so it might be a dogfight. No pun intended. Cleveland Browns dogfight.
They all Pittsburgh 0-1.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pittsburgh's 0-1.
Yeah, they own one. The Texans own one because the Colts beat the crap out of them. Richardson got hurt.
So yeah.
If you go by the points for and points against and everything, looking at that, the Browns are going to win tonight.
Yeah.
They have
What's the line?
I can't hear. It's a lot of background. I can't hear you.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's the point spread?
I'm looking.
By the way, Crypto, me and Crypto, we do a show, the Currency Connections. We do an Insomnia show. We do a Pick'em show every week. And right now, I got 5 games on Crypto. Yeah, it's still a long season, but I still got right now. I got a 5-game
and
lead.
heads up, I'm picking against the Broncos every week. Not just in our game next week, because they always have been an embarrassment. Whenever I pick the Broncos to win anything, they've embarrassed me. So I'm never picking the Broncos to win any game from now until eternity. That's it.
You got to pick them against the AFC East, though. You got to.
It's a bridge that's been permanently burned. I'm betting
there's 2 Monday night games tonight. The Cleveland Brown and Pittsburgh.
And the
Browns
Saints
are
in Carolina.
Yeah, the Browns are -2 on the line. ML is -130 with Pittsburgh at +110. So
Yeah. I noticed next week they're doing another doubleheader too. Monday night games. They're gonna have one more doubleheader for it's gonna be the Eagles at Buccaneers and Rams at Bengals.
But Rashad, I am picking against them against the AFCs. I'm not picking for them ever no more. I'm picking them to lose every game from now into eternity.
Damn.
You must have lost a
Yeah,
bad
yeah.
bet.
The Cleveland Brown game tonight, the over under is only 38.
You go see.
The game's not on the same time. They're on different times, right?
Right.
Yeah, but not that much of a
It's
difference, really.
Hour apart.
It's an hour.
Yeah.
Why'd they do that?
I don't know why they be staggering games like that. That's ridiculous.
Yeah,
They're
it
gonna
is.
lose revenue.
That's crazy because the New Orleans game starts at 7:15. The Browns game starts at 8:15.
Oh, good grief! They could have had separated them games good grief.
Well, why are we doing 2 Monday night games? We've never done that before.
That's what
Yeah, we have. We have. But usually
not
it's
often,
at 10
not
o'clock.
this early.
It'll be a West Coast game after, not back to back like this.
Right,
Yeah.
like
Way later in the season.
Yeah, because
exactly, Rashad. Late in the season, that's normally when it happens.
got to jump
Right.
from one game to the other one.
Yep, already knocked out 2 of our road games. Already knocked out the big long trip out west and back over to the east. Yeah, man, we're loving it.
Oh yeah, it's great to see it win those road games.
And also, y'all, if you can check out some of these college games, man. These college games are off the chain. It's some good hitting, some good games going on.
Yeah, there's some good games. Colorado State, Colorado.
Yeah, that was a good game.
That's a horrible game. It was just a bunch of bad basketball, football. No discipline. I was getting irritated watching them kids play.
Yeah, there was a lot of fighting going on, scrapping going on in that one. That's for sure. They really didn't like each other.
Kids being kids. That's what I'm gonna call it.
Yeah. Anybody?
Hey, Rashad, you know who looked like a kid last night?
Who that is?
That 4.9 dude, Raheem Mostert, that 32-year-old that couldn't get the job done.
Boy, them young legs right there.
Yeah, especially when he made that 43-yard TD run.
My favorite run was that high snap by Williams, and Tua handed him off the ball. He stiff armed the D tackle, and got 8 yards. Oh my god!
Yes, that was a good one.
You guys realize that Mostert run was the longest run we've had since 2 years ago.
For a touchdown? Yeah.
It was?
Touchdown. Yeah.
For a touchdown, yeah. Okay.
And I'm not including preseason. I'm just talking about.
I'll tell you, at my watch party last night, my wife kept talking about Belichick. She kept saying, "Why does he have a rest? He looks like he's constipated. Why does he have a resting, constipated face?" I was dying laughing at that.
No, but Bill Belichick looked like he wasn't expecting the Dolphins to play the way they did, because I kept looking at his facial expression also. And he wasn't, like I say, he wasn't too happy.
Oh, no, he was not a happy camper at all.
But then when you look at Coach McDaniels was grinning and you can see confidence on his face. So he, like I said, he's the man. In fact, one of the commentators was saying that made a comment that Coach McDaniel reminds them of a young Belichick.
The kid got the gift.
Well, it was funny seeing that short little video at the end of the game where he just ran away from the cameraman.
Oh yeah, that was good. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Hey man, hey look, at the end of the day, nobody wanted McVay and he turned out to be a good coach. Same thing with now McDaniel. You know, we were the only one who interviewed him. Now we're
Right. Exactly. Good point, Shake Money.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
I'm glad we grabbed him instead of that. Because we
oh,
interviewed
Dayball.
someone from the cat. No, it was someone from the Cowboys. What was that guy?
I don't. Kellen Moore, who's now
Right,
the
right,
offensive
right.
coordinator of
Exactly.
the Chargers.
There you go. There you go.
No,
Only thing he
listen.
had. Go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna say, Shay, I didn't know you were gonna go. I was gonna say, listen. I think Color said it earlier. I kind of been saying it as well, bro. McDaniel is that dude, man. Like we gotta.
Yeah.
When I look
The
at it,
grit.
and this is why people go so hard for Brian Flores, right? Brian Flores was brought in here to be to change the defense. He was a defensive-minded head coach. In my opinion, that's why I always give Flo a pass. He came in here, he got his job done. Now, as the head coach, you do have to get other things done. Special teams wasn't a problem with
Wasn't a
Brian
problem.
Flores,
Mm-hmm.
right? So he got a lot of things done. He just couldn't get us over the hump. Give McDaniel credit. He came in here as an offensive guru, right? And what you've seen last year and now moving forward, it's two games. It's early. But McDaniel is getting his job done on his side of the ball. He has completely revamped and rejuvenated this football team as an offensive football team now, and that's what he brought in here for. You got to give that man credit.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think we have found the right head coach
Yeah.
for the job. You know what I'm saying?
And one thing that I'm happy to see is that just like with one thing I like with Brian Flores. Now I'm seeing with what was that noise? Anyway, now the thing I seen with Brian Flores now I'm seeing with Mike McDaniels is we're not doing pre-snap penalties. We're not shooting ourselves in the foot. He's limiting the mistakes that we're making on offense. So if we keep it up like we're doing now, I think we have great chances of winning. Because at the end of the day, look, I think we have an amazing team, but nothing is guaranteed. It's all about giving yourself the best chance to win. And by limiting the mistakes yesterday we relied on the run game. Before we relied on the passing game and becoming multiple. I think McDaniels is giving us the best chance to win week in and week out.
Yeah, McDaniel is that dude, bro. He's that guy.
Did we change offensive line
Yeah,
coordinators?
Butch Berry. Butch Berry. We brought him in from Denver.
Hey, give Butch Berry credit
mistaken,
too, man.
If I'm not mistaken,
he doing his thing right now.
The whole line looks different. I mean, they playing different.
Well, he has
another
Mr.
level.
Puck. He has Scrubs playing. He has Scrubs no-name guys that we've never heard of playing at a high level. You got to give him credit.
Exactly.
Those are not scrubs, Batman.
I know them
Those
names.
are not scrubs.
Nobody knew their names until they got to this team. Nobody knew their names until they got.
Don't worry, Batman. Lynn Eichenberg footage is coming your way. It's coming your way.
Hey,
bro, at this rate, we're gonna trade. He's gonna pump up Eichenberg's stats to make him look like a second-round pick, and we could trade him.
And Batman, you're good with this. At the end of the day, I like what the offensive line is doing, but I think Tua is doing 40% of that.
Yeah.
If we had any other quarterback, if we had any other quarterback, they'll be getting sacked a lot more.
Did you see the second count? The seconds that they posted for Tua last game? 2.038 seconds to throw the ball.
I don't care about none of that.
That's crazy, bro.
Well, I don't care about none of that.
Batman, I'm going to confirm. I just chatted with Nick Needham's mom, and yes, he will be back for week 5.
There we go. Week 5.
Let's get it. All right. Lord knows we need him because, that Apple kid, no.
Yeah, I want Cam Smith to hit the field. I know he's a rookie.
Yeah, I'm not gonna get started on Cam Smith.
No. Well,
and Cole kind of got burned a little bit.
All I can go by is what the film tells you of Cam Smith at South Carolina. And all I can go by is the preseason film that we have on Cam Smith.
Would you take the chance? Would you take the chance for this Denver? I would.
I would.
For Denver.
What? Not again. See, not even with Denver, right? We're talking about
Maybe.
matchups. No, bro. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Devontae Parker yesterday wasn't breaking tackles on Cam Smith. If that was Cam out there instead of Eli Apple. Let's be honest.
I would have
Cam
rather
Smith
had
is
him, but the thing is too. I think Color said it. I think Color said it, Lewis. I think it was Color that said it that you gotta keep in mind Bill Belichick. If Bill Belichick knew Cam Smith was starting, he would have picked on him the entire game.
So wait a minute. So
double move after double move.
He probably would have. He probably would have picked on him.
So you guys are talking about how Belichick just picked out Eli Apple, a fucking veteran, and was abusing him last night too. What's the difference?
Good point.
There's no difference.
Can I say something about Cam Smith though?
They just both would have been picked on. That's all.
Where we selected him, there's a lot of people playing right now that are starters that got picked at the Cam Smith, and I was told Cam Smith was a first round talent and all it is, but yet he's on the bench for Eli Apple. Like, come on, bro. Let's stop being homers and let's just be real about
But
that's what I'm talking
about. Cam Smith a rookie though?
Yeah, he's a rookie, but he's not
I don't care about none of that.
But that's
he ain't a first round talent. Is what I'm saying.
I don't expect a rookie to hit the ground running. You know, I mean,
everybody else is. Second round pick, third round pick.
Take some players a little longer to catch on.
Well,
I mean,
that's true too.
But
hey, Rashad, who's that? Rashad, who was the rookie last year that started for Seattle?
I forget his name, but he's good.
Or 2 years ago, or whatever it was.
Yeah, he's doing better than Sauce right now.
Good cornerback.
Yeah. It wasn't a UDFA too. I think he was, right?
Oh no, Tyreek Woolen. That's his name.
Yeah.
Woolen, right? He was a 5th round pick, a day one starter, and he's absolutely balling for Seattle. Like, stop the cap, bro. Look, why again? I hear what Color's saying. I'm not disagreeing with Color. He makes a good point. Yeah, Belichick and other teams, if they see Cam, they probably are going to go after him. I get all that. But what's the difference? They're abusing Eli Apple. What's the difference? If you're going to go after Cam, okay, cool. But you're going after a veteran that can't fucking play neither. What's the difference?
But Lewis, you're giving them more people to go after. I think that's what they're saying.
I don't understand that. What do you mean they're giving more people? You're taking one person
No, they're
out
giving
to
them
put
more
another person in.
More people to target.
What do you mean?
He's reducing the amount of people that's targeting. So instead of having 2 bad corners, 1 bad corner, you got 2 bad corners to go out there.
No, he's saying we're taking out Apple for
take out Apple and put Cam in Apple's spot.
Right.
Oh.
Is what I'm saying. No. Not putting him on the field at the same time. I'm talking about get Eli Apple out of the goddamn game and put Cam Smith in there.
Well, then you're just gonna have it's kind of like having dark roast or medium roast. Which one you want?
No, it's the exact same thing. But I'm gonna go out there with the younger playmaker. Eli Apple is not a playmaker. Eli Apple missed several tackles yesterday that, in my opinion, Cam Smith doesn't miss.
3 pass interference call. I want to call 1.5 of those, but yeah, he was bad, and it was Devontae Parker. Like, he was bad. Like, god damn.
Yeah, he was starting to make Devontae Parker look like a first ballot.
We got pressure, and he had Devontae covered. Mac Jones threw the ball, and he just let him catch it. Like.
Yeah.
Didn't go for the ball or nothing. Waited for him to catch it to make the tackle. I was like, yo.
By the way,
that was irritating.
Andrevius is doing this is on the same line with CB83. We're trying to win now, and Vanjo is going to trust the guys with experience.
Okay. He can get away with it.
He's trusted rookies before. Ain't no excuse.
Yeah, but you can get away with it now, but you got to shore it up.
Excuse me.
Was he in Denver at the time that they drafted Surtain?
That's not me saying I agree.
No. Wait, was he? I don't think so.
He wasn't there. He was a head coach. Well, he wasn't the head coach at the time. Was he?
Maybe he was. I don't know. That's a good call. I'm thinking about it now.
And real quick, shout out to Epps. I seen on Twitter he was in the hospital. Epps, hopefully everything's all right, homie, and you're doing better, bro. So shout out to
Yeah,
Epps,
man.
man. I seen him in the
Be
chat.
safe, man.
Yeah. Prayers out.
Yeah, man.
On defense, who was that knocked the caused the fumble by knocking the ball out of
Chubb.
Oh,
no
that was
Chubb?
go ahead, Rashad. Go ahead, Rashad. Tell him who that was, Rashad.
None other than Bradley Mumford Chubb.
No, the reason why I brought that up because we need to see more of that, and also on the D line. When I said I'm not criticizing our team, our defense, the way we play, but I want to see more of defensive linemen sticking their hands up in the air when the opposite team is
Please.
passing, trying to knock balls down.
Please do more of that. Shout out to all the backup outside edges that we had this game. I seen Agba. He didn't I don't think he got a single tackle. But I seen the pressures. I seen him giving the offensive line hell. I give him his props.
Hey, Rashad, let me ask you a question, and this is for everybody on the panel, because we got the best film breakdown according to some people in the building, right? He's in the chat saying it's the guys that don't rewatch the film always want to come out and say people are playing bad. Hey, Rashad, do you need to rewatch the game, or Crypto, or Shake Money, or Papa Paul? Do any of you guys have to rewatch the game to know that Eli Apple played like trash yesterday? Do you need to rewatch the game, or Crypto, or Shake Money, or Papa Paul?
What was that?
Do any of you guys have to rewatch the game to know that?
Somebody got to turn their TV on.
Somebody got the TV.
Nah, we ain't gonna watch that. He looked very noyish yesterday.
That's why those film breakdowns only get about 12, 13 people watching, because of nonsense that he said.
He was right there to make the tackle. To give up the catch and make the tackle. Great job.
Epps is good again, man. Glad to hear that.
Yeah, man. Speedy recovery, man.
No, Eli wasn't trash. You're right. He wasn't trash. He was a recycle bin.
Yes, he was. Yes, he was.
Man. Come on, CBE83. Come up here if you can, man. But I can't wait for your film breakdown for tonight, today's game. So
I can wait on it. I can wait.
Hey, you don't want them to chop up no footage for you, Lewis, and send it to you so you can have it on a nice little reel. You know, kind of like a Monday night feature, like a feature film.
You know how certain people, Crypto, put on like water, or they listen to dolphin noises to go to sleep. CB83 can send me that film, so I would definitely take a nap during that. I can promise you that.
Damn. Listening to the sounds of CB83, go to sleep.
Put you to sleep.
As Miss Lucian with the Wolfpack, because he keep thinking that the Wolfpack are Tua haters, but he doesn't realize that we are on the fence and we critique all the players on our roster.
Bradley Chubb, man. Bradley Chubb with 7 tackles, total tackles, 5 solo tackles, 1 sack, and 2 tackles for loss. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And a forced fumble.
Forced fumble now, don't forget. The Patriots was driving. They was driving Rashad on that last drive. You know, not the last drive, but the drive that would have put them ahead. And Bradley Chubb took that ball, man. We scored a touchdown.
He was about to give up on that play too. I was getting upset. I was like, "Run!" And he turned on the Jets and caught up to the dude when he switched directions.
Hey, how did Raekwon Davis look to you guys?
Oh, he ball. Oh my God!
So you noticed that?
God,
I noticed. I said, "Wait a minute, this Raekwon Davis." Like I kept having. I said, "Wait a minute."
He want to check.
Just see the name on the back of that jersey.
Yeah,
excuse me.
He was a different animal.
Davis up. He was playing. He was balling yesterday.
Them limited snaps got to him. That's what that was. Like, you gonna keep switching me out.
Consistent.
Oh, we had a Raekwon sighting last night. Is that what y'all saying? Raekwon showed up?
Yeah.
Every play he was in
He
there.
was showing.
Every play he was in there. He was a beast.
Raekwon Davis had 5 total tackles, 3 solos, 1 tackle for loss. That's all it says.
Yeah,
That's all he needed.
Yeah, because I keep looking on the back of that jersey, make sure that was him.
He was going to every other player, slapping him upside the head, screaming.
Yeah.
I don't recognize this guy.
Christian Wilkins
I'm
had
with you on
7
that, my
total
brother.
tackles, 5 solos, 1 sack, 1 tackle for loss, and 1 quarterback hit.
Christian had a hell of a game. He did.
And there was no gashing in the middle of that D line. It was
Where Lewis
it was
go?
Very little gashing. I don't know.
Him and Darren Smart, they had a meeting this afternoon.
Oh, okay.
He's going to prepare for the meeting.
I'm sure he probably had a phone call. See, he's management, just like my old lady. My old lady's management, and no matter what time of day we'll be hanging out, she's constantly getting work phone calls. Never fails, man. Whenever we'll go to Sam's or we'll go hang out, whatever. She's always taking phone calls for job work. I'm like, God damn, man.
You guys notice?
That's what happens when you're on salary, though.
That's a fact.
You guys notice they're taking out all the toll booths on all the roads now? Everything is digital now. There's no more toll booths anywhere.
Well, there still is Alligator Avenue.
Oh, I'm glad you said that. Lord have mercy. I got a toll booth bill to pay.
Yeah,
I'm glad you just said that. Yeah.
Hey, I just got a rebate from the toll company. Over $46.
A rebate.
Damn.
Y'all don't have a Sun Pass?
No, I don't. I don't cross the Bay Bridge too often. You can never park in San Francisco, so I just never go.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
Oh, you catch the train over there? They got a train.
I don't go. Yeah, they got trains. I just don't go. There's nothing in San Francisco for me. It's an epidemic over there.
So you're in Oakland side, okay?
Yeah, I got a $46 and change rebate from the Sun Pass.
Oh, damn, that's nice. I never got the rebate from a toll company before.
Yeah,
but man. So Denver, let's talk about this. What else? What was your biggest? I would say, what was your biggest upset? I mean, like not upset, but what? If you could fix one thing, I would say the snapping issue is my only fix for me so far. That's pretty much it. Other than that, I think the snapping issue, that turnover he threw to Tyreek Hill, I think, Tyreek, I think just lost it. It wasn't Tua's fault. I think Tyreek just lost the battle on that one. So I don't think that, in my opinion, wasn't on Tua.
I don't know. That ball seemed like it was a rainbow.
It did. I've never seen punts go that high so fast. Like, whoa!
It seemed like it took a while to get there.
We improving our tackling, but I still see some arm tackling out there. We got to start wrapping up more. And like I said, with the players, when you grab these other players, if you can knock the ball out their hands, try to get a fumble, draw a fumble.
Hey, listen, I'm gonna say this. What do you think? Florida State and Miami are in the top 25 for the first time in a long time, man. It's good to see.
Shake, it's been years since that happened.
Yeah,
years, and it's good.
Oh, I mean,
top 25. We're top 25 now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Last night, I mean, we had 51 solo tackles.
Mm-hmm.
That is a lot. Pretty good. That's real good.
Like I said,
that was crazy.
It takes a little time for Fangio to get his scheme.
I don't know how much I like that. I want my guys game tackling. Everybody get to the ball.
Well, we had 78 total tackles last night. but there was 51 of them that were solo tackles.
By the way, do you guys agree with New Breed here that force feeding Tyreek Hill? I didn't see it was force feeding. I think he was
not at
going to
all.
other targets.
Not that game.
No. Well,
I could say
even
the San Francisco game, the San Francisco last year, he was trying to force feed Tyreek Hill. I could see that.
Well, you look at but you got to look at the total yardage.
Yeah.
I mean, there's still over 250 yards to other players.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm looking at the box score now, man. He had 249 yards. So
40 of them was to Tyreek.
Yeah, and Jalen Waddle was the leading receiver, 4 receptions for 86 yards.
86 yards. That was the play in fantasy this week.
By the way, I would say the player of the game was Raheem Mostert with freaking 18 carries for 121 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Offensive player of the game. I'm gonna give him the offensive player of the game. Rashad, I'm gonna have to give Chubb the defensive player of the game.
Nah.
I'm giving that to Andrew Van Ginkel.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Last night we had 8
Ginkel and Jackson. I gotta say, not Jackson, but Raekwon Davis.
All right, go ahead, Papa Paul. Go ahead.
We had 8 different receivers last night. Jalen Waddle had 4, Tyreek Hill had 5, Craig Kraft 2, Burrios 2, Ahmed 3, Smythe 3, and Mostert and A-Chain each had 1. But 8 different receivers.
That sounds like Alabama Tua spreading the ball around.
Hell yeah.
That sounds like him.
Reason why I say Bradley Chubbs because his was more impactful because it resulted in a turnover in which we scored, which turned out to be the margin in the game.
Yeah.
That's why I'm giving it to Chubbs. ABG did okay, but it wasn't like he forced a turnover that which we scored off of and took advantage of.
Nah, I'm giving it to AVG.
Nah, I know why you would give it to AVG.
The same reason. Hey, the same reason you wouldn't give it to Xavier Howard.
Exactly. we didn't score off his turnover. we turned the ball back over to him.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, that's the offense fault we didn't score, man. That's all that is.
Yeah, but yeah, you can blame the offense. I'm not taking advantage of it.
You know, for last night's game, you also got to talk about how New England's defense is ranked number 7 right now, and they couldn't do nothing against us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And looked like Belichick couldn't come up with the answer to try to fix it. Mm-mm.
Is it raining wherever you at, Crypto?
Yeah, you hear the blades?
Yeah. No, I hear the rain. I can hear the rain a little bit.
Is that detail?
Yeah.
Man, some good speakers and a microphone.
Yeah, I hear the rain and I hear like you can hear the splashing of the water.
Oh yeah, Papa Paul. Just so you know, they got Brooks on. He's been on special teams. I've seen him a couple of times on special teams last night.
Really? I didn't see him.
Yeah, number 35.
Go out there and get your play, boy. Get some snaps in.
What happened now?
No, I said go ahead and get some snaps in on that
Brooks?
field. Yeah.
Yeah, because
happy for him.
He can. I wouldn't. Well, as long as we got Muscle healthy and Salvin Ahmed, and then also A-Chain got a little bit in. So as long as we keep him on the roster, I'm happy. Just in case somebody get hurt.
Yeah, hell yeah. Thought we might see him last night.
And who knows? Coach McDaniels may have something for him. May have something for him in the next few games. Who knows?
Well, especially at that home game. I mean, we're gonna it's going to be so crazy at the home game next week.
It's gonna be
According
awesome.
to Ed,
we are at
according
home.
to Connor and Sanders are serious problems. But go ahead, yeah.
No, being our home opener next week, it's going to be a crazy game, and I think we'll see some of the rookies out there more than people think, because I think we're going to blow the doors off next week.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
We should, like we should have done with the Patriots.
Yes, we should. We should, but at the same time, it's just like anything. Every team loses the game they shouldn't lose.
Mm-hmm.
But being our home opener, I don't see us losing it.
Well, here's the thing, too. I agree with the home opener and the weather of just like if we were to play them in December, in Denver, that plays a big factor in it. So they're playing us in September. That's going to play a big factor in it. But at the same time, I still gotta give props to Sean Payton, even though they lost. They still look good in their losses. It wasn't like they got blown out.
Oh yeah, yeah. But yes, I think as a team, our team is coming together more and more each week.
Yeah,
we can see it,
and that's why I said for the people who have fantasy league, pick up Easy E in your fantasy lineup, stash him away, because I say by week 6, by week 7, he's gonna start finding his niche and he's gonna start playing bigger roles, man, and he's gonna start getting people some points.
Oh, what was Jalen Phillips' injury?
His back.
His back. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Anybody got any news
He's
on
still
Waddle?
getting 25 sacks. Mr. Pokey's still gonna get 25 sacks.
I hope so. I really hope so.
And Bones brings up an interesting point. Stop blaming the center for everything. He only gets the blame for high snaps. Under the center, that's the QB's fault.
Yes, that's correct. That's correct. It's the QB fault under the center.
Yeah, because Miss Finn brought that up on her show. She was saying the same thing, that that wasn't on Connors, that was on Tua, because he was up on the ball.
Well, I was impressed in pregame. They was working on that center exchange between them two. You know, it seemed like they was working on it in pregame, but it ended up rearing his ugly head in the regular game. Just like Jason Sanders, in the same way he missed that field goal, he missed it in the exact same fashion in warm-ups. It was remarkable. I was like, my God.
Well, just like if I'm handing you the glass, I told you, hand me the glass on my signal, and I hand you the glass before you wanted me to hand you the glass, you're gonna drop it. You know what I'm saying? So I think it was just a communication thing. I don't think it was either. I think they need to get on the same page.
Yeah,
I think that's what it was. Not to mention,
it's
it was
not
loud as hell. You could tell it was loud as hell. So it was very hard to hear.
Yeah, you couldn't hear the signals at all. Yeah,
right.
It was loud in that building. I was surprised for New England to be a team that they are, but their fans put that much noise in the stadium at this point. You know, I was kind of shocked. I wasn't expecting that.
What was bad about
Go ahead.
What was bad about Sanders was you could hear, if y'all were listening or paying attention, you could hear the announcer say that Tyreek is screaming to go for it instead of them kick the field goal. So now his players not believing in Sanders. I don't know how to feel about that, but I'm sure he was like, yeah, this is 50-something yards. I don't want to do it. Like, let's just go for it. It's better than him missing it and they get the ball.
He might start going for it.
I mean, that's what happened last year. It put us in a bad position.
Right.
We gave them the ball back in their territory, or damn near in their territory.
Yeah, it hurts. Well, it's just like last week with that extra point that was missed. It gave them, where The Chargers only needed to score a field goal.
Right, and they would have won it.
Exactly, but luckily our defense stepped up.
So do you think if Mac Jones was the Chargers quarterback, they would have won that game? Because he actually drove them down into scoring territory. You know,
He sure did.
so
It's
Mac
terrible,
Jones
bro.
actually played better than Justin Herbert. It was crazy.
And there's a Pro Bowl kicker out there available, and we got to just cut our losses. Just like, bro,
I agree.
cut your losses for one game. Like, we lost games last year because of Sanders.
I agree.
Like two of them to be exact. Like,
that Jet game was brutal because we would have took the lead. That would have given us we had all the momentum in that game, and it just aired.
I need to do my research, but I'm hoping I don't think he missed a field goal in the playoffs. But if he did, that means the game would have been tied. But even that, if we didn't trust him to kick the field goal and we went for it and we didn't get it, like, it's on him. Like, bring in Robbie Gould. I tweeted at Robbie Gould last week. I got to tweet at him again.
Robbie Gould's available?
Yes, the 49ers drafted the Michigan kicker, Jake Moody, and refused to pay Robbie Gould. He is a free agent.
Oh, we'll bring him in. What we got to do? Start a campaign, bring him home?
Bring him home, yeah.
I'm going to put it up on Twitter. It'll be on Twitter soon.
Don't his uncle live in Fort Lauderdale or something like that?
I wouldn't know.
Well, guys,
start up something.
I'm going to take off and get ready for my show at 12:30. Y'all have a great day. Peace, love, and fins up, everybody.
Thanks for the offer, man.
Yeah.
Thanks for
Anytime, Crypto. Anytime.
Fins up.
No problem, man.
All right.
Yep.
Yeah, man. Your show is gonna be rolling at 12:30 as well, right?
Yeah, I could try to kick it off at that time. It's fine.
As a matter of fact, I'm gonna move it back to 1 o'clock. We'll do it at 1 o'clock. That way, I could get something to eat real quick, and then I'll fire it up at 1 o'clock.
All right, that's cool. Yeah, and if it goes because of the weather, if it goes choppy, then you know where I'm at because it's kind of raining. You got that storm off the coast.
What's your current coordinates right now? Are you still in Massachusetts?
I'm just in southern Rhode Island. No, I'm in southern part of Rhode Island, south of Providence.
Okay.
Like, actually, not south of Providence. Like, right I'm still in the Providence metro area, though.
So how long of a drive you have?
From here?
Yeah.
It's probably about 6.5 hours.
Damn.
About 6.5 hours from here.
I'll tell you what, you're more of a man than
roughly.
I am. I can't I don't think I could do 6 hours, bro.
I love driving, man. Of course, it's my profession, so I do it. But I'm not in my car driving this long. I'm more in a commercial vehicle driving this long.
So what other games did you guys watch besides the Dolphins game? What other games did you guys watch besides the Dolphins game? I was watching the Cowboys game.
The Packers game. I was so mad.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Cowboys. Yeah, I watched the Cowboys game.
Jordan Love is looking good, man. I like
Falcons made me mad.
Yeah.
He is looking good, and I was mad they stole that game from him.
The Raiders got their
that center. You want to talk about Green Bay center?
Yeah.
Is your Green Bay center still have a job? Because him not snapping the ball to Jordan Love cost him that game.
By the
we
way,
thought Connor Williams was a problem for us. That Green Bay bad.
Yeah, the Raiders.
Can you hear me, Shake Money?
Yeah, I can hear you. The Raiders got their ass kicked by the Bills. Ravens
Yep.
and Jacksonville.
Jacksonville, no.
I mean, dog.
That's crazy. Sunday around in league, man. Yeah, you heard me shake money. I was frustrated. The Packers center and
Yeah.
the freaking defensive coordinator. It's terrible.
Yeah, it was.
Bijan Robinson gets a first down on 4th and 2 when he was stuffed in the backfield.
Man, that guy's special.
Who's that?
He's
Bijan
a
Robinson?
special running back. I
Yeah.
watched a little bit of him yesterday. I said, good grief. He kind of freakish the way he run.
Chargers are 0-2 right now.
Yep. And
Chargers 0-2, Bengals 0-2.
we need them to start winning so it can make our win don't look crappy. If they 0-10, so our win against them will look really watered down.
And you know what's funny is I was watching the Cowboys and Jets, and I saw Zach Wilson make that strike to Robbie Wilson, whatever, and something Wilson. I'm like, damn, Zach Wilson looking like he's stepping up, man. I think this kind of motivated him, and then he turned right back to his normal self.
Exactly. He went back. He reverted to form.
And then of course, Giants won 31-28, and I'm trying to figure out I think both defenses are trash because if Cardinals was to put 28 points and Giants put 31 points on them, their defenses are horrible.
Yes.
What was Saquon? What was Barkley's injury? Because he got hurt also in that game.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody know the stats of his injury?
So who?
Saquon
Barkley.
What's up, Franklin?
Ankle. Sprained ankle. But
by the way,
I think it's a high sprained ankle.
But if I have to give the game of the week, I'm sorry, but in my opinion, the game of the week was and I would have never thought I'd say this in a million years, Seattle and Detroit, man. I mean,
it's like that last year when Seattle beat them 48-45, and they turned out having a 30+ point game each team both times. That's turned out to be a little mini rivalry there between them two.
Yeah, man, that was a hell of a game, man. It went into overtime and everything, man.
Yeah, Geno Smith revived his career for sure.
Yeah, he did.
Oh,
yeah, man.
Goodness.
Hey, but the smartest thing that Geno Smith did was not take the bag. He's like, hey, I'm gonna get a little bit of money, but he didn't take an expensive contract, so he was able to maintain the players around him.
Yeah, Metcalf's got a coming up on what's his cap hit? Is he coming up on a?
Well, I think he's gonna get I think he got a new contract, right? Yeah, he did get a new contract. Yeah, I'm dropping the link, everybody. Come on up, chop it up. Let us know what you think, man.
Yeah.
Mr. Polk, as always, I appreciate you, man. And same thing with you, Sean.
I couldn't hear you.
I said, as always, I appreciate you.
Hey, same to you, man. Same to you, Shake. All of you guys, man. We like I say, we brothers and sisters of the Miami Dolphins, so I'm hanging out with family as always.
Hey, Rashad, did they start that new rail system out there, Rashad?
Which one? Oh, they always got a different one. Oh no, not yet. Not yet.
Oh, okay. I heard they was laying the groundwork to start building the connection from southern and northern Cal.
Yep.
Yeah, we don't
soon.
Right.
Yeah, we don't got to go to any West Coast games. More West Coast games, right?
No more.
Right.
Not this year.
Not this year. Next year. That's it. No more West Coast games.
There you go. I just dropped the link right here. Here it is. No, I think we have. I thought we had more.
Yeah, man. I definitely got to get out to Cali.
Winners. I think Dolphin winners down there.
Yeah, he's in Boston. No, yeah, he's on a train right now.
I thought I saw him down in the chat room.
I know he's on a train. Let me see.
Oh, Dolphin Windows say. Oh, he's on the train.
Mm-hmm.
Frost that knows ain't that Dolphin Winners?
No, that's the Frost. No.
Oh, okay.
This is Dolphins winner. I know Frost Winter. I see where you can get the the synonyms. Oh man, we're about to shut this down in 30 minutes. So if you want to get your thoughts, man, please come on up, man. We don't bite over here, not anymore, anyway.
One happy wolf pack.
I mean, on the game last night, I just want to see us finish games out. A lot of mistakes late, a lot of not what's the word I'm thinking of?
I'm sorry, go ahead.
We didn't capitalize on a lot of good opportunities. Short yardage downs, turnovers. We had Mac Jones 2nd and 18 at like the 4-yard line, and we still allowed them to get a first down. Like we got to do better.
Yeah.
I think it was a pass interference on 3rd down on like a 3rd and 8, but still, we can't make those mistakes closing out games.
No, not at all.
I want to piggyback on something. When you get down in the red zone, we need to give Chris Brooks a try once we start getting down there in the red zone.
We'd love to see it. And like it was twice on 3rd down. It was snaps on 3rd down that messed us up. First drive, Tua trips. It was a low snap. Then he trips. There was the snap that got stuck on what's the name's butt. Another 3rd down. Like that gotta stop happening. I mean, I'm not blaming all the snaps, but it's mistakes on our part. We're messing up. They're not stopping us. Like that's irritating as shit.
It's close when you have less than a score lead, a score, even if it's just a 1-score game, because you know how football is. You got, people can score in less than 3 minutes. All it takes is a big play here and there. You're scoring territory.
Yeah.
Small mistakes like that can cost you a game. Not necessarily a regular season game. It most likely will cost you a playoff game. That's pretty much guaranteed. Almost guaranteed. Of any mistakes like that can unravel into a playoff loss. Regular season, you can get away with it.
Yeah.
And also, when the opportunity comes, let's put the foot on the gas and ride it on out. Don't get too comfortable. If we got got a good scoring team, don't get too comfortable. Put your foot on the gas.
He was at the game last night. The OG of the community. He will be at the Philly Finvasion. My man, the coolest dude, the coolest Dolphin fans, and not just by last name only. My man, Dolphins Winter.
Yo, let's fucking go, guys. What's the dude? What's up with y'all?
What's up? What's going on?
Oh man, Crypto. It just feels like I just seen you yesterday.
Yeah, exactly. You did, man. You did.
Oh man, I'm chilling. I got like a couple more hours before my train takes off. I'm going to tell you guys something. Crypto was there to experience it himself. I'm sorry about the announcement in the background, but I'm at the train station. But it was an energy like I've never felt before. I know I've said that many a times, but to sit there and see us come out to Gillette Stadium and represent the way we did, and to see so many Miami Dolphin fans from that area. It was a lot of Miami Dolphin fans from the Rhode Island and Massachusetts area up in there, yo. I'm going to tell you. Yeah. So I'm going to tell you this. The bad fans are not as bad as you guys think they are. They're actually as cool as much cooler. Yo, I was literally like 2 minutes away from the stadium where we parked at. I was literally in like 2 minutes walking distance, literally. And all the Pat fans were like mad cool. But you seen the Dolphin fans coming in, man. They were coming in. So I'm going to tell you guys. Crypto will tell you. We met Dolphin fans from Texas went into the game.
Wow.
Yeah.
It was people from everywhere, man. But Shake, man, Shake, Crazy Dolphin. Who else we got up here? I'm still a little
Rashad.
intoxicated. Yo, everybody up here, y'all need to make it mandatory that you sit there and get up here for a game. Because you will be surprised on how many Miami Dolphin fans. It was literally Crypto. You can testify to this, Crypto. Was it like 60-40, like 50-50? Close to?
No, I don't think it was that much.
I
Because
would
we
say
were spread out. We were
I
spread
would say
out.
about I would say 35 to 40%. Seriously. Because we were
Yeah.
definitely sprinkled around. And it was,
It was more spread out.
yeah, and you
It
can
wasn't
hear
like
us.
section,
So
gathered in one section.
that
But
was
yeah,
one
you
thing
could
I
hear it.
liked. Yeah, you
But
can
they
hear us.
did get loud. They fans did get loud and drown us out in some
Oh,
cases.
well, shit. When you sit there and you do dumb shit during the game, yeah, they're going to sit there and get loud. We're not going to, I know we got to really talk about that.
Right.
They get scared half to death. But
yeah, cardiac kids.
Hey, all right. Let me ask y'all this: how was the tailgate experience from a Dolphin fan to Miami? What would you say?
Well, I'll say this. Like the guys that were beside us. I mean, we brought our own stuff, and I'm gonna be honest with you. My tailgate story is probably one for the ages, yo. So, shout out to my brother Russell Shake. You seen my brother Russell? I met my brother Russell on Friday's webcast. Shout out to my brother Russell Hopman and his wife for their hospitality. They were nothing but gracious and so hospitable to me on this visit. What I will say to you is, we got up there about 1:30ish, and we just waited around. So what we did was, one of the ladies that was working she was working what's the name? She was working the drive through the ticket thing for the parking. She was like, just come back about 3:45. I got you. So my boy's like, yo, hold on. He said, I'm gonna go over there. I'm gonna talk to this lady, see what's up. So I go over there to go pay for parking, but I guess she forgot that I was with him. She's like, it was prepaid, whatever. He's like, no. The woman said that I can come back over there. She'd take care of us. Hold on. So he went over there and talked to this lady, right? I don't know what she said or what he said to this lady. We got $100 parking for $25.
Damn.
So where we were parked at, we were literally in lot 12B. We were like literally walking, like literally 2 minutes. Like Gillette was like in my back view. So
yeah, Crypto could have used that because he was waiting like an hour for his Uber.
Yeah, just to get back.
Yeah. So
next time I'll be driving.
The tailgate experience, I'll be honest with you, Miami does it better. No disrespect to anybody's tailgate, but ain't nobody doing it. Ain't nobody doing it like East 12, East 32, West 25. Ain't nobody doing it like us, show. Ain't nobody doing tailgates like the Miami Dolphins, and then that's a fact. You know what I mean? But everybody was cool though, and what I liked was, you're gonna have some asshole fans here and there. That's wherever you go. But I'm gonna be honest with you, everybody that I interacted with up in there, they was mad cool. Even the Patriots fans, they were mad cool. They were like giving me props for my Ricky Williams jersey and the hat and everything, and was showing love. So it was like, it was love. But yeah, I will say this. I mean, tailgate wise and experience wise, it was great. But we got to talk about this game.
Yeah, and you were with Bob Sampson, right? I see.
Bob Sampson was in the house. Chris Barker and Carol Barker, Ma Barker, they was in the house. Ashley Natalia, she was in the house with her man Lewis. My man Tito Ramos, Tito was up in the house. Like, we were running into Dolphin fans all over the place, bro. We was running. Like, literally, they were like, yo, like, everybody was up. They like, we didn't know you was coming up here. I said, bro, I was here. You know what I mean? And I'll say that you guys got to experience at least once in your life, at least. Seriously, it was everything that I wanted it to be. It was definitely climactic where it didn't need to be climactic. But listen, we got the win. That's all that matters, and we got out of it. So right now, the way I'm looking at things, guys, we need to get prepared for Denver, because that's going to be a hell of a game. You know what I mean? And it's a personal game because it's Fangio going against his old team. It's Chubb going against his old team. So it's going to be a little animosity there. So.
This kind of reminds me of when Denver came and Adam Gase was our head coach at one time. Remember?
Yeah. Yep. Absolutely.
They stole Vic Fangio as the deep. And you know what's funny is about Denver. I don't think they hired Vic Fangio, not Vic Fangio, Vic Vance, was it Vance Joseph? Vance Joseph. They hired Vance Joseph not because they wanted him as a head coach. I think they wanted to take him away from Adam Gase because it was
Right.
Vance Joseph that kind of helped Adam Gase a little bit because they had two head coaches, whatever. He wasn't a pushover like Matt Burke and the other guy.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, definitely. So I mean, listen, man, I'm gonna tell you. I mean, the way I look at our team right now, Shake and everybody on there,
yeah,
we're kind of scary good.
yeah,
And
we are.
and the reason why I say we're kind of scary good is we don't look intimidating. We don't, but we are. We're very intimidating, and teams have to sit there and take in consideration. I talked to my younger brother this morning. My younger brother actually played semi-pro football. He played almost Division I football, and his knee gave out. And I think if his knee would have sat there and kept up, we would be talking about him on Sundays. That's how good he was. He actually called me up this morning at about 6:30 this morning. We talked about the game and everything. And he said, he said, he's like, I'm a diehard Eagle fan. I said, I know. He said, I'm not gonna lie, you guys are scary. He said, who was that kid that you put in for like one or two plays that just it was like a burst of speed? I said, oh no, that's A-Chain. He said, that's crazy. He said, you guys got speed everywhere. He said, that's scary. He said, I don't care how good your defense is. He said, it's pick your poison. If you try to stop the wide receivers, you got the run in to deal with. If you don't stop the run, you got your tight ends. He said, dude, y'all stacked. I said, we still working on defense. Our defense, this bend but don't break defense, it scares the fuck out of me, guys. I'm not gonna lie to you. They got the job done. It sure enough got the job done. Like last week came down to the final play. Like it got the job done, I'm still not understanding how the ball gets lateral after a man gets stood up by two players and the ball comes out and then he still is able to make a play. I'm still not understanding that. I'm sitting there shaking my head like, how is this play not called dead? You know what I mean? And they saying forward motion or whatever. Like that was the most asinine shit I've seen the way in the game, real rap. But what's most important is we got the W. We're building. The league is on notice. I think we still have to have that one game because the league is definitely on notice that this Miami Dolphins team is not to be fucked with at all. So.
Hey, by the way, how was the concession stands? Did you guys eat at the concession stands?
Brother, we went. I keep it simple when I go to a tailgate. I go to a supermarket, get some wings, I get a sub. I had rum and coke. I had a couple of bottles of rum and coke already mixed up in the cooler. You know what I mean? So I don't. If I don't have to mess with a concession stand, I'm not.
Okay.
I'm just not. I refuse to pay $20 for some chicken tenders and fries, yo. I work in the industry. I'm not doing it. Anything that's like worth like it only costs like product wise $5 to produce and you're charging me like $20. No, I mean not doing that. I'm okay.
Yeah, fair you.
Yeah, you got a good point there.
What would you say, Crypto? You say did you guys went to concession stands?
I did, but it didn't cost. Mine wasn't that expensive, but
what you got a hot dog?
No, I didn't get the hot dog because they didn't. The kind they had, I didn't care too much for. So I just got me some chicken tenders and some, a drink, and that was pretty much it. I was done for concession. Like you said, it can't get pricey the more items you add. Next thing you know, you're mortgaging the house and taking out your own equity line of credit just to buy some wings.
Yeah, pretty much. Damn.
I ain't gonna lie to you, Crypto.
How was the seating? How was this how was the seating compared to Miami Hard Rock? How was the stadium?
Oh man, the seats shake. I mean, I'll sit there. I'm gonna be posting up later on the day, like where I was sitting at, where we were standing at, where me and Crypto were standing at the first time. That's where we were sitting. So we literally the seats that my boy Russ got. Like I said, I got these tickets. The Eagles game was the first ticket that I bought. The New England ticket was already etched in stone because, like I said, my boy lives up here. He has access to tickets. And once he sat there and told me, he said, "Bro, I'm gonna send you your ticket." When he sent me my ticket, and I sat there and looked it up, I couldn't believe the view. Like we were actually underneath that brand new big scoreboard that they just put up. It is a $250 million scoreboard, that big ass light screen right by the lighthouse. We were standing right there. So that's exactly where we were at, and that's where I was sitting at, like right there on the right of the goalpost, all the way, like right there, first level. Like it was nobody blocking our view or anything. So I had a clear view of the whole stadium. The seating, I'm not gonna lie to you, the seat that where I was sitting at, the view was beautiful. It was great.
Yeah, it is. It's crazy. That first level view is phenomenal. It's
Yeah,
like
it
you're
is.
literally on the field when you think about it.
No, we got there early. Like I know I got there earlier, and that's when I started running into people, and we went down to like close where the reporters were, right there by the field. And like I was watching the guys practice. They were done practice. They were stretching and like getting loose. Van Ginkel and Robert Hunt, and watching X and watching Tyreek and watching all those guys. Jalen was out there warming up, but you could tell he was not going to go. He was still out there with the team though. I'm talking about Jalen Phillips.
Ramsey.
So no, Phillips was out there. He was warming up, but he wasn't. What's the name? He wasn't playing. But it was just good to see him out there warming up, like to watch the guys hit the bag and all that shit. It was dope, man. To sit there. So the views where we were sitting at the first level, yeah, great seats, great seats.
I don't know if any of y'all noticed on Twitter, the interaction from the players it was a lot last night.
Yeah.
Everybody came and gave a fence for the win for Jalen Waddle, and Waddle was commenting on all their posts. And then who else was it? Tyreek came. Tyreek was on Twitter, shouting out the fans. Jalen Ramsey, of course. Jalen Phillips. Everybody. What are y'all
Yeah,
doing? I
man.
never see y'all tweeting at the games.
Oh, they get it. No, they get it, man. They get it. They understand that our energy helps with their energy. And when we bring it, when we travel from out of state, when we sit there and put our sacrifices and everything to sit there and go see these 52 men, 53 men play, and the coaching staff and everybody, they get it. They understand that if for them to win, they need us as well. I know they need to produce, practice, do whatever they need to do to get prepared for every Sunday or whatever game day that they have to play. But they get it now. They're starting to get it. They're like, yo, these fans are insane. These fans are for real. Yeah, you got to be a little like, listen, a lot of people are like, you going up to Foxborough? I said, dude, I'll go anywhere. I'm not afraid to go anywhere. I'm from Philly. Born and raised. I'm not afraid to go nowhere. I mean that. Dude, I live literally 20 minutes from a whole infestation of fucking and heroin. So I ain't afraid to go nowhere. So with that being said, it shows you that you got to be a little cuckoo, and like this aqua orange and white thing is embedded. We live this, we breathe this. So this is not a game. This is not a game. They understand, like, yo, the fans, they came out from everywhere. And like I said earlier, it's so many fans that we met. We ran into people from Massachusetts. We ran into people from Rhode Island. We ran into people from so many Connecticut. We ran into so many people from that area that were Dolphin fans. Oh, it was amazing, yo. It was amazing.
We got to bring that same energy to the home field though, because Armstead came out last year and was complaining about the fans selling their tickets and all of that. He was like, I want to see y'all there. I don't want to see these other fans. It was like they're on the home side, so I know that our fans are the ones reselling the tickets.
But anyway, listen. We gotta. I'm gonna get some final thoughts. I gotta start crypto show in about 30 minutes.
Yep.
Who wants to go first, man?
I'm gonna go first because I gotta go sign off. I'm gonna go do a thing with Papa Paul in about 5 minutes.
Okay.
But I'm just gonna say this, and I think crypto can kind of testify it to this, since we were both there and present in spirit, and like we were there presently and there. So what I will say is this, gentlemen, we are scary good. We still got some improvements to make, but what I will say is this: I was so happy to see our running game get off the way they did, and it was so lovely to see us run the rock. And that's all I've been asking is to run the rock. And we got 100. What was it? 170, 180 yards on the ground total. Was that the final numbers, gentlemen? I don't know if anybody can help me out with that, but
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you something. To see what we did in here in New England, and to see what this team can actually do, because I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't think this team is nearly at its full potential yet, and that's the scariest part. I think we're at a quarter of our potential, and we're winning maybe with a quarter of our potential right now. We finish in week 2, going into week 3. I really do. I think we're going to be still scary good as long as we sit there and do what we're supposed to do. That is it.
That's what's up, man.
I agree.
Fins up. Peace, love, and fins up, baby.
Peace, love, fins up, guys.
Yeah, man.
Yo.
All right, Rashad, what's going on? Give me your final thoughts, man. Thank you for coming up here, and I appreciate you.
Yeah, no problem. I mean, a win is a win. I heard it all last night on Twitter. Had a couple spaces, but I'm still not satisfied. I want to establish dominance in the AFC and the NFL. Right now, there's an opportunity. You see no team in the NFL dominating but the Cowboys. That's the only team you see blowing teams out. That's the only team completely shutting people down. What they're doing on defense.
Fair, they pay Daniel Jones. They pay Daniel Jones, Zach Wilson. So let's be fair with
that is true. I'm giving it some type of lenience. But those are 2 good defenses. Well, the Giants took a step back.
Those are teams you're supposed to do that.
See, that goes to prove my point right there. You can have the top 5 defense, but if your offense puts your defense in a bad position, you're gonna give up points.
That's a fact. I want to be that team. I want to capitalize on. Give me one game in the first 4 weeks of pure dominance. We capitalize on every scoring chance. We're not kicking field goals inside the 10-yard line. We're not turning the ball over inside the 5-yard line. I want pure dominance in one game. If it's Denver, I'll take it. I prefer the Buffalo Bills, but I'll take it however I can get it.
Absolutely, brother. All right, man. Appreciate you, man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Rashad.
Hey, Lone Dolphin, final thoughts, man. You swim along.
We up on final thoughts? Nah, just coming to say what's up, bro.
I appreciate
Great win
you, man.
yesterday. You know.
Yeah, for sure.
Man, defense turned it around. You know. So like I say, Andrew Van Ginkel, man, he had a great game. He's pushing for more snaps. You know. Hey man, just keep it up, bro. Thanks for hosting the show today. Everybody in the chat, hit the like button. Don't leave without hitting that like button.
Hell yeah, for sure.
All right, man. Hell yeah.
Right.
Great show today.
Thank you, man. Appreciate you.
Have a good
one.
All
right, man. Good one, bro. Thank you, man. Color. Crazy Dolphin. Final thoughts, please.
Hey, Coach McDaniels, Fangio, keep up the great work. Dolphin players, keep it up. Step up. Let's go. Keep it going. Shake, thanks for having me on the show. Crypto was always a pleasure. Color also. Hey,
yes.
It's good hanging out with family.
All right, brother.
All right, y'all take care.
Color, final thoughts.
All right, Mr. Paul.
Man, I think last night proved that we possibly have shifted into a paradigm where we as fans should expect wins now. We shouldn't be orienting ourselves this week thinking of how we're gonna botch it and lose to the Broncos. No, we have every right to shift gears towards expecting a beatdown next week. I ain't afraid of Russell Wilson. I ain't afraid of nothing that Sean Payton is doing out there with the Broncos right now. And we should come home, proper homecoming, 2-0 on the road, come back home to our fans and give them a real treat. And that's what I expect this week, man. Fins up.
I appreciate you, man. Thank you, Color.
All right.
And that's, here we go. The other half of the Currency Connection. You can see us sometimes at 3 o'clock in the morning. Don't know when it's going to be, but one thing is going to be at 3 o'clock in the morning. Final thoughts, my brother.
That's the witching hour. 3 o'clock. Let's call the witching hour. Yeah, quick update on my Latin Long. I am in the state of Connecticut at exit
Okay.
89. So
Hell yeah.
still on the far eastern side of the state. But
Hell yeah.
neither here nor there. Good win. I'm on my way back to the crib. I'm
Mhm.
contemplating making another long drive to Buffalo so we can beat them down. Because I want to witness beating the Bills in person.
Yeah.
You know. So I want to take that journey up there as well.
Hell yeah.
In about 2 weeks. So
2
yeah.
weeks time, baby.
Like Color said, we can expect. I'm expecting just a win until, like Rashad said, until we start learning how to dominate teams we expected to dominate, and then that's when I'll start expecting dominating teams from that standpoint. I just expect to beat them in any way.
Damn, you're chopping up. You're
Any
chopping
way
up.
necessary.
You're
All
chopping
right.
up, Crypto.
Can you hear me
I
now?
can't hear you. Yeah, I can hear you. But anyway, I'll let's wrap this up. I'll see you at 12 o'clock for your show. I'll see you at 1 o'clock for your show. So that was Crypto, man. Hey, listen, I want to give a big thank you to Stephen D for allowing me to take the reins today. I appreciate everybody who participated in chat and who participated on the panel. Thank you for everybody for watching and hitting the like button. Stephen D will be back this week. He's just moving. So again, shout out to Lewis for co-hosting with me. And appreciate you, Rick. Real talk. I really do appreciate that, man. And it was an honor for me to do this, man. I took off work today because I couldn't pass this opportunity up to fill into one of the best sports Dolphins YouTubers out here, man. And you guys have been amazing. I appreciate everyone here, man. Let's enjoy this win. And then tomorrow it's on to Denver, baby. So with that being said, I'm gonna close it off with this right here.